Hello, early birds. Sorry about that black screen. Can you confirm that you can hear me and see me now? And then we'll get this show on the road. Alrighty. Should have everything good to. Holy cow, look at all of those likes. I can't even count them on two hands. I'm going to need like 4 hands, 5 hands soon. That is brilliant. Okay, we should be good to go. Hear and see. Fantastic. Thank you, Cutter. Welcome back. Huck and Tink looking fantastic as always with a couple of yellow stars next door. Welcome, everybody. We crave pearls and ballistas. That we do. Here are my game settings. Going a little easy on myself with the difficulty today, although I do still expect this to present some sort of challenge. I also play by default enabled with the AI difficulty scaling mod, so it's a little more difficult than it may seem. Quick pace. I'm going to try and play this one in one sitting today. That's why I've started a little bit earlier. Although, as Dr. Kane rightly points out, actually, a little bit of a late 4th of July stream, unfortunately. However, it will grow with more likes. Yes, Huck, I'm there. Can you hear me? Hear me on Twitch all good? I hope so. Let's begin. We're playing as Harry S. Truman's America. I've put the details in the description if you'd like to read a little bit more about it. Sweet, thank you. But basically, during peace treaties, as you can see in the description, growth of our cities and allied city-states reduces all players' influence with our friends and allies. What? It'll make sense as we go through. Basically, during times of peace treaty, so post-war, the growth of our cities and allied city-states reduces other players' influence on our friends and allies. So it'll allow us to really beeline and hold our friends close, and therefore kind of create this polarization between us and the other, right? Very sort of post-World War II, Cold War style politics at play. A very clever way of building it into the game. Also, units gifted provide more influence after our first great general, admiral, and nuclear weapon, respectively. So that's every single one of those cities with an air unit present never starve. So you can see there's also a scaling towards the later game with some of our extra diplomatic powers. You'll also note that we have a replacement to a later game air unit. I'm going to try and see if I can use that. We also have the export depot, which I think, if I can remember from the top of my head without looking back to the description, is a replacement to one of the economic buildings in the game. I think the stock exchange. Kind of an interesting one. And here is our banner. Let's begin. Playing on a continent's map, hopefully getting a good start. Great. Somebody clip a time card here, please. For the vodders. I would so greatly appreciate that. Man, you're right about the likes too. I need 5 hands now. I do have a couple of videos on tips specifically for deity. Those will be helpful for Immortal as well, Polar. Specifically looking at the research tree and that kind of thing. I, right now, am a little rusty, FYI. So you should definitely refer to the more well-researched version of me who lived in history rather than the version of me right now. Anyway, let's begin. We also have, I think, inside of our unique building from memory, slight bias towards resources like wheat and cattle. Those kind of American-esque. 1420 is where we started the run. Brilliant. And because of reasons, first time catching a stream. Welcome to you. A very warm welcome to you. It's first time playing Civ 5 in a very long time. Here we can actually see a little bit more detail into this export depot, which I'm quite interested in. So it does replace the stock exchange, so a little bit later on, but we unlock it earlier with industrialization. So really, it's kind of a beeline to that era. And try and focus on early game science if I can. Also, there's that bonus I was talking about. +1 food and +1 gold from work sources of wheat, fish, and cattle on city. Okay, neat. All right. Coffee in hand. Let's do this. The 5 is really so popular, I had no idea. Well, I mean, it's probably a slightly biased poll so far. We'll have to see how it progresses as we go through. And then we have the Sabre, which I think requires less uranium. Begins with the Interceptor. F-86 operated by CSes does not require aluminium and grants America gold when promoted. Okay. Let's hope these city-states live up to the scaled difficulty of the rest of the AI. We shall see. What kind of starting location should I grab? Well, I have to swap out of the Civ 6 mindset a little bit, probably. Ooh. Oh, I love the music in the background as well. It's subtle, but it's good. More simple and straightforward. It is definitely a more simple and straightforward experience. I agree. And that's probably part of its charm. Less micromanagey, probably another part of its charm. I'm tempted. We're playing on quick pace, so I don't want to waste too many turns dilly-dallying around looking at this somewhat average start. I'd like a little bit more industry. We do have a hill over here. Starting tiles would be pretty garbage here, though. Ay caramba. I'm not sure about this. I'm just going to spend a turn having a little extra geese. Okay. There is a city-state up there, so that's all right. I kind of like the look of this hill a bit more than everything else. Or we could settle on resource and then grab a coastal city. A little more vulnerable, but would give us access to the sea, which could be useful in a continent's map. Now, I've kind of convinced myself now that that's a good idea. To have a coastal capital? No, that's a terrible idea. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. This is a good starting location. 2 food, 2 industry. I like the start. It's not terrible. We have resources close by. We have a city-state nearby. Let's see what we can do. I'm not against restarting and re-rolling, but also I find that a little bit boring and tedious. And would prefer to just kind of play through. First to find Budapest, they're a militarist. Kind of nice. We'll see. And now, what early build order do I want to tackle? And do I want to do the standard tradition play? If I do, I should maybe neglect the monument and shoot for a little bit of military might early on. See if we can step out someone to the south. Also, actually, would quite like a scout. I'm going to get a scout. I want to get me some of these goody huts. Do I want to take on a faith? Kind of, not really. Mining is quite useful for the resources that I have nearby. We're a little way off a worker, though, to be fair. We could probably grab animal husbandry to inform second city location or start to move towards Great Library. Let's see if we can move towards Great Library, actually. Let's grab pottery instead. A little greedy pottery grab. Those barbs are horrifically close. You're right. But actually, the nice thing, of course, in Civilization 5, unlike Civ 6, is that we get to bombard immediately. So we can kind of rely on that a little bit. This is a terribly isolated Budapest city-state up to the north. That's hilarious. They will be our toady for the entire game. Neat. We could also maybe use our trait. Ooh, let's actually just march over here and take this. We could maybe use our trait to our advantage with the city-states, I wonder. I wonder if our peace treaty can be a peace treaty with city-state. Ooh, this is nice and kind of fitting. Neat. Okay. Little bit of a military on my back. Because we're playing on quick speed, there is a little bit of a temptation to build the monument. On a normal pacing, I wouldn't, but maybe on quick speed, I kind of like the idea of doing that. But no, I'm going to refrain. I'm going to get a worker now, I think. Going to try and go a little bare bones on military to begin with. And hopefully not get rolled. It's a fairly resource abundant start. There's a bison, also kind of fitting. We declare peace. Whether it technically counts as peace treaty, I don't know. Definitely declare peace with them. However, yeah, I am wondering about that, the sort of technical aspect to it as well. Down. I wonder. Pottery. Okay, nice. Let's get the scout out and see what we can find. No goody huts. Cool. None at all. Thanks. I'm here for a couple of hours probably. Okay. We want. Now I'm kind of eyeing up for a weird beeline the Great Library thing. So I guess I'll do a weird beeline the Great Library thing, because that's what I'm doing. Whether it really suits us, I don't know. I can't help but feel that calendar or mining could have been a better bet. However, we'll venture on. Here's our first goody hut. Great to... Holy... What the... This was our first rolled live, which is fantastic. Good luck on no production. Yeah, a fairly good start with production. You're right, though. Otherwise, it is going to be an issue. We're going to need to probably actually get to clearing some Jungle, which is also going to be a little bit difficult technologically. Hopefully, we get lucky with these rolls. This down here is kind of nuts. So, hey, look, there's writing. Oh, it's too good. It's too good. It was meant to be. I should grab animal husbandry, though. 25 turns. I think we're going to need to build the worker anyway. But the rush is nice, though, because it will let me get a technology that worker can actually use immediately. Animal husbandry is unlikely to be that. I'm going to get mining instead. We're going to get mining instead. We're going to up the industry, up the money, and try and do a great library rush. The Great American Library Rush, no less. Civ 5 is a better game by margin, and you can get Vox Populi overhaul, which makes it even better. Still something that I really need to tease out a playtest for on the channel. Definitely. It's a long list. I'm also going to try and I'm trying to tick off again Civilization 5, which we're doing today. Also going to try and tick off Bannerlord this week. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, maybe the day after. We'll see how the next sort of day or so plays out. And we're nearly at 30 likes, which puts us at nearly 1/3 of the way towards our target and only 30 minutes in. Nearly a like a minute. Not a bad ratio. Okay, little scout. You venture on. We're the first to meet Singapore, which is good. There's another ruin. Probably look to just hoover those up instead of fight here. Although we're a little bit restricted. So maybe we keep moving. Nah, let's do it. We found Krakatoa. Fantastic. Oh, this is really nice looking. A second city over this way somewhere. Third city over this way somewhere. Maybe even a fourth. Maybe we even go all in on this little weird continent. We have 2 city-state friends guarding either end. Hey! Foog Gaming. Thank you for the like, Tink. Civ 4 is the superior Civ. Our Civ 4, our diehard Civ 4 fans live on. I need to keep taking note of that too. Okay. 100 gold. Neat. Let's keep having a look around, see what this has to offer. Settling on this would be nice. It's a nice science tile, and I was just complaining before about how the lack of science might be a little disturbing. Your lack of science. Okay. Do I want to rush the Great Library and spend the next 24 turns doing it? The answer is, rather stupidly, yes. Mining has just been unlocked, which is adequate timing. What I failed to notice was that this is a jungle. And so I need bronze working. Cool. Okay. The good news is it's only but 6 turns away. So maybe we'll risk it and go up this way and try and build a farm while we wait. It is a little bit risky because a barbarian could appear, but that's life. You know what I mean? Okay, let's head back though. Just in case one does appear. It looks like they're probably just going to trouble us down south, so before we settle next, we might need to move down there. And I think this is definitely kind of a slow and steady tradition start. Although playing as this Civ, maybe we could do a tradition patronage play. I don't know. Either way, we'll go tradition. 3 culture on the capital unlocks the building of the Hanging Gardens, adopting all policies in the tree. Will give us plus 15% growth and a free aqueduct in our first 4 cities. Neat. Let's grab it. We're also probably eyeing up legalism, although it's a little greedy to just not build the monument and try and go for legalism without also maybe connecting into honor or something along those lines. I don't know. Chop down the forests outside of your territory? Yes. Yes. Forgetful. Should I do that instead? It would actually be kind of useful to be nearby. We're probably going to need this tile eventually cleared anyway. Let's hustle down here. Good call. The farm is unlikely to really do a lot for me anyway, in reality. And this poor scout is going to be kind of stranded and potentially blindsided down this way, which doesn't make me overly happy. Yikes. Let's try and head down and see if we can support it. It is being blocked. Okay. We'll hang out near Singapore. Maybe they can help us out. Hello, big brain. We're going to give it a dang good go, Kevin. If it works out, as you likely know, it will really work out. And I'm just going to hang around and be a pest around side on because my scout seems to be kind of stranded at this point. Yikes. Yikes. Yeah, we're trespassing in Singapore. Well aware of that. We'll stand out on the little tip of the peninsula. Neat. Just keep kind of dawdling around. We're actually finished with bronze working, which is fantastic because now we can clear the crappy tiles that are in our way. And maybe we should get, seeing as we're doing the rush, actually, let's also prolong legalism even further. The ultra greedy prolonging of legalism. To grab aristocracy for the plus 15% boost to the Great Library. Now only 11 turns away, although of course they are 11 quick speed turns, so a little risky. Next technology off the block is likely to be animal husbandry. Let's get a feel for where we're at. We probably also need archers to clear out these barbarians. We shall see. We might also try and steal a worker from Singapore, because old habits die hard. Very good. Let's get the warrior a little closer to home, in case any barbarians appear elsewhere. And our Met player has entered the classical era. Kind of a yikes. Would I like to remove the Yungle here? Yes. Let's start removing jungles. And also hopefully building this. Okay. Warrior is probably in a pretty good spot. It's on a hill. It is a river. You know what? That's fine. Just stay there. Your zone of control is valuable to us at the very least. Okay, there's the Singaporean worker, so we'll keep our eyes peeled on that. Juicy prize. And you're just going to stay alert. Try and block this guy. Washington can fire upon it. That's quite good for us. Let's stab in and grab a minor victory there too. Washington continues to grow because it does have reasonable access to food, despite its industry being less than ideal. Let's go archery to get the archer online. Potatoes and fish for dinner. Healthy or just lazy? A wonderful combination of the two, I would say. Big brain. All right, we're 6 turns away from the greatest library you've ever seen built of all time. Let's chop down this forest up this way, though. Where did that warrior go? Dang it. There was a really weak warrior. Where did you go? Let's heal. We should be safe to stand here and chop this because the zone of control will stop it. Yep. Little risky, I know. Kind of on the edge of your seat sort of gameplay. Bear with. Bear with. Construct a quarry. That would be useful for the stone, which would have been helpful earlier on. Not so much now. Forest chopped. Great library now. 1 turn away. They said it couldn't be done. And there it was. The Great Library Rush in my grasp. Let's go open terrain because we're likely to be fighting in maybe this open plain, was my thinking. I don't know. Either way. Boom! How about that to the 50 live viewers? What victory are we going for? That is a great question. I'm going to see how the early game shapes up. I wasn't thinking a scientific victory. I was thinking likely either a domination or diplomatic, because that's kind of what this civilization, what Truman's America will lean towards. But I'm flexible. Great Library start is very good for us. Potentially actually built slightly too early. Let's open up the tech tree, and I guess we either push through to ironworking for a very fast swordsman, or drama and poetry. This is a very tough decision. Ironworking for the fast swordsman would enable me to do some pretty quick takes. The thing is, though, I only have city-states on my continent, so without being able to embark, it's a little bit restricting. Then we have the drama and poetry case, which would grant me extra great people generation. I could get my first great general online a little faster. Cutter agreeing with the domination and diplomacy. I think so too. Cool Kitten tuning in for the first time to say that I should pick ironworking. I like the way you roll. Let's do ironworking. Thank you for chatting for the first time on Twitch. I love you, Twitch. I do. 34 likes on YouTube and 50 viewers watching live. I know you can do it. Huge fan of the mod. Some lazy Dozovich time. What did you play anymore? Fear. Kill them all. The coolest kitten out for blood. Welcome to the classical era. Kind of caught up a little bit with that, maybe. Now I need to think a little more seriously. We need iron if we want to actually get anything done. Getting another settler online would be kind of useful. Can't help but feel that we're suffering quite a lot from not having the extra wonder. Although we're not too far away, maybe, question mark, from getting it for free. Oh, I don't know. Where does greed go too far? I'm going to build an archer. Let me build this mine so that we have +1 production, so that we actually have a reasonable tile, and we are by no means anywhere near one of the world's busiest people. Adopting another policy here, it is kind of tempting to go for liberty as well. Honor would give me a good combat strength bonus, and actually maybe a weird opportunity to make up on culture. Because we're eyeing up a diplomatic victory, and we do have some abilities around influencing city-states. Maybe the patronage pickup is okay, but I am still kind of reliant on legalism, so I have to waste one on crappy oligarchy. Yuck. Gross. Finally, I'm beginning to get classy. Well, it is the classical era after all. Masonry, neat. Well-to-do citizens of Budapest have heard rumors of natural wonders that remain undiscovered, and the citizens of Budapest have become uneasy about the presence of a nearby barbarian encampment. Well, it better be this one down here, because if there's one up here, we're going to be stretched far too thin. Let's go and have a look. I'll stand on this here hill. Trapping, construct a camp. I think I'll grab calendar so that we could maybe think about getting cotton online. Although our happiness is still okay-ish. I want to get at least a second settle off down this way, I think. Or you could upgrade with iron, and there is iron. So maybe we are actually beelining a second settler, rather than sending in too many goofball units. A goofball. Yeah, we'll get a little closer. We'll just itch in a little closer. We're about to get calendar, so I think I can position myself here on this cotton. Now that we've got a calendar, we know how to farm cotton. Let's get a plantation. It's not the best. +1 gold, to be fair. We could probably do a lot better. Am I still too cheap to build a monument? Yes. How am I going to spend that production instead? We're 5 turns away from growth. I would like to try and stack that, but I can't. So I'm going to build a settler instead, and then jump into Washington, citizen management, production focus. Get that puppy 1 turn faster. Neat. And let's go clear out a spot for it to settle so that we can connect some iron. And then we will literally be the classical Iron Man. And maybe roll this continent, question mark, for the pearls. Maybe we roll one of them and keep one of them as our friend. Keep the militarist one. Maybe roll the mercantile Singapore. I don't know. Spaceship right around the corner. I like your optimism because of reasons. I like your optimism. Oh, this is a little ugly, though. I don't like this very much. Kind of ring fencing me in. Pyramids have been built far away. We don't really care too much about that, though, to be fair. And I need to get my warrior away from this. Please, no. Oh, let's try and weaken this spearman. We might lose a warrior in the process. Would be quite a setback, actually, because that was going to be our early swordsman. Oof. might just get away with its tail between its legs. We can take out that spearman and hustle it this way. The zone of control should protect it. Yikes. It was a little close for comfort, not gonna lie. I likely want to improve the stone. However, we can get another plantation this way. It's only 1 extra gold per turn, though, and I think I can do a little bit better. Like, probably even just a mine on those hills is better than that. So, let's head over this way. Singapore. No gifts for you, for we might slay you later. How is Civ 6 different from Civ 5? It has a very different... it's a very different approach to quite a few things. One of the most notable ones will be its approach to cultures. It uses a tech tree, essentially, with eurekas as well. City planning is the other big one. Civilization 6 has districts that will build out onto tiles with adjacency bonuses and different city planning bonuses too. Adam, look at that membership icon. Holy moly. Yeah, I think that this mod is cool. I agree. I also agree, maybe not super powerful, as is fitting with, dare I say, almost any America in almost any 4X historical strategy game, for whatever reason. A little underpowered. Let's range attack, because I think we can get away with it, so long as we don't get snuck up on. Yep, it's going to be a great success. Go for the rough promotion, because I think that's probably the better one on hindsight. Singapore have requested my assistance with barbs as well. Okay. We'll just play these guys off against each other. I quite like the Oracle. So, you know, seeing as we're geared up for natural wonders, I might also see if I can snake the Oracle. So I think that's quite a tasty one. Hail our future swordsman. Either build a mine here or skip over to this stone. Stone, I had it in my head, gave a bonus to natural wonder building. That could be my Civ 6 brain. Dang it! Dang it! Either way, we'll construct a quarry here. Get this puppy online. Going back to 5 feels worse now that you know the district. I know that's unpopular. No, I think that's totally fair. I think that's totally fair. I think both Civ 5 and Civ 6 are brilliant games. But they do offer very different experiences. You're right. You're right. Let's heal up this unit outside of friendly borders. Heal up our future warrior inside of friendly borders. Maybe queue up another warrior while we wait, although we do have our settler online. 3 turns for a monument, I feel abhorrently cheap for not building it, but I'm gonna resist. I'm gonna resist. Maybe a caravan, actually. Early trade. Not a terrible idea. We could get a worker to send to our next city. Actually, that's probably a better idea. Let's do that. Get a worker ready, and let's pump this guy out down towards the iron. Gonna start to maybe itch our way forward just a fraction. Not stone, but marble. Ah, Tink, thank you. I was a little off. Devilish, yes, you're so right. This one is for you and everyone like you. Devilish with a $5 super chat says, Captain's log, July 5th, 2022. Command finally confirmed my request for civilization.
America has answered, and word from Washington is mausoleum.
Thank you, Devilish. This one goes out to you, my old friend. Thank you for your kindness. And holy Major King Kong, thank you also for your kindness. Major King Kong, re-roll that one. What do we sound like now?
Ooh.
Not so sure about that.
Reroll. Major King Kong.
I love Civ 5
and Civilization 6.
I agree with you, friend. Major King Kong with a whopping $20 super chat goes on to say, best part is I don't have to choose. Wink. Thrilled to see you streaming Civ 5. Don't know if you make triple digits, but here is a like. And a whomper of a $20 super chat to go with it. Jeepers. Thank you. Thank you. And no, someone over there, I haven't seen Spiffing Brit's latest video, but I did see it come up in my subscriptions feed, and it's on my to-watch list. It's on my to-watch list. I'll probably watch it later tonight now that I'm in the Civ 5 mood. Stonehenge built in a faraway land. We don't so much care about that one. Let's finally get legalism for the free monument in Washington. Washington looking pretty, but not as pretty as we are looking. Thank you again, Devilish and Major King Kong, for back-to-back super chats. You've got me hyped. Will the stream be uploaded? You bet your backside it will be, Lucas. Absolutely. The VOD will be published after the fact so that you can catch up on it if the time zone doesn't quite work for you. Although hopefully it does. I'm streaming a little bit earlier today, which should be better for European viewers, but also for American viewers. And happy 4th of July to American viewers, Canadian viewers who celebrated, anybody else who may have celebrated. Sorry, I'm a day late for you, 2 days late for me. Yikes. Meant to stream yesterday, but a couple of things got in the way. Hey, look, here's the worker that I wanted. Let's close in on this. Try and take this down. We should be able to, and we do need to, although seeing that appear is not ideal. What have we got here? Grassland or jungle? Okay, we'll step to the jungle. Try and squeeze this a little bit closer. This is not a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful place for a city, but it's okay because it's coastal. Somewhat defendable, and it will help me connect this iron. It's more of a tactical grab than anything. I have a little bit of gold in the coffers, so I can probably reach out and grab a couple of more useful tiles. However, if I destroy the encampment and move a little bit further around, that could allow me to squeeze in an extra city on this continent. Although, do I want to go for the squeeze? Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't, actually. Civ 5 got better with expansions? Absolutely. Although you're also right to point out, Civilization 6 got really good with extra content too. Yeah. Both games really, I think, improved with DLC. Particularly Civ 5, though, you're right. My watch later list is where videos go to never get watched. Yeah, mine does sometimes also. It does also turn into that. 40 likes. Yeah. I'm not sure if we'll get to triple digits either, but I appreciate the support nonetheless. They really do genuinely make a difference. And speaking of the Spiffing Brit, the Spiffing Bit proved that to a ludicrous extent, to the point where if you back out of a stream and then go back into it, you count as a new viewer, and then you re-like it again, and YouTube counts it again and pushes it even further. Like, YouTube just froths it. According to his research. It is insanely stupid. Question is, do I want to grab this settle or do I want to wait? It may only be one extra turn. I'm going to wait. We do not have a particularly strong military. Don't look now. We're exposed. I was hoping for that move to get off, but that's okay. We'll wait one more turn. No marble in sight. Let's try and improve the industry on this tile. Washington is still on a production focus. Should probably turn that off and go back to default. Although I notice it's farming that tile. So we must be starving for food a little bit. Let me improve that. Because that's a yikes. We could go for another settler while we wait. At 5 turns away, growth is a little slow. Other alternative, we could get stoneworks. Marble and stone gives a city +1 production. We also get an additional happiness and +1 production. The mausoleum. Devilicious mausoleum. In honor of your super chat, maybe I should just beeline this. That does feel fitting, doesn't it? And we do have marble. Each source of marble worked by the city produces +2 gold. Fine. For you, Devilish. This one goes out for you. Definitely not. This one goes out to you. Let's get a mausoleum online. Fantastic. And I think to speed it up a little bit, we might chop down another forest. Yep. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. And what do I want to get? Amphibious, probably not. Medic is nice, but I don't know if the +5 is actually all that good. Defense from ranged attacks could be really nice in future for our swordsman as it bombards cities. Let's do that. Let's give it cover. Then we'll... Whoa. B for bombard that. Sweep in with the warrior. Let's take this. Just in case. And now I'm going to greedily step on top of this cattle and settle New York. Let's also start to name some cities. Major King Kong. Devilish. Do either of you have a request for city names? You are first in line. First in line. 332 EST. Works for me. Good stuff. Good stuff. Glad to hear it. The stream time should work for a lot of you. I hope. A lot of the Europeans too, hopefully. Shouldn't be too late for y'all. There's my Americanism for the 4th of July. I hope you like it. I do love a bit of Civ 5. I really do. This city will eventually benefit from the granary a great deal if we can reach out that way. I might actually greedily reach out. Take that! And hoover up these tiles from Singapore, just in case we don't end up militarily taking over Singapore. All about the cult. Yes, it is true. It is true. Devilishism will reign supreme. I need to get my faith input up if I want to truly live up to that, though. Oh, Budapest we're friends with, so maybe we try and keep that up. Let's pledge to protect Budapest, and we'll eye Singapore for capture instead. We benefit more from giving gifts, particularly from giving units, but we could pump a little bit of gold into them to push them above friend territory. Ring those wedding bells. Receive a new military unit from them approximately every 13 turns. That's always nice. Might close that for now, though, while we don't have patronage unlocked. New York, 1, 2, 3. It's the perfect number of tiles away from Krakatoa as well. I must have had that in the back of my mind. He says, sweating nervously from brow. Okay, let's heal you up. Let's get a worker down toward the iron. This worker may actually just look to... Ooh, let's go out here and improve this. The wheat. Very good. And it'll eye up well with our future granary that will eventually be built. Eventually. TM. Soon. They're being pestered by barbarians. I will come to the rescue, my maybe friend. Maybe not friend. We'll see. Maybe I actually do just end up befriending both of them because their cities are terrible and they'd be better off as allies for me. As the US of A, biggest boofer. Nice to see you, friend. And yeah, that's right, Pete. A bit of a blast from the past and nearly at 50 likes, so proving not too unpopular. Civ 5 also winning the Civ 5 vs Civ 6 poll on a Civ 5 stream. Gotta be said. Okay, who wants this? 1, 2, 3. You can't get it, so it's gonna have to be New York. I'm gonna again splash the cash to reach out and grab this tile so that we can get Iron Online to, as previously mentioned, improve this. Get a swordsman online nice and fast. Yes! And that is actually only a minor defeat, but I think I'll just wait. Might also reach out and buy Krakatoa as well. It is Krakatoa, isn't it? Or am I just stupidly saying that? I could very well be stupidly saying that. New York will likely want to get the horses improved soon as well. Let's reach out this way. Stuff it. $115. Why not? Look at that. 5 science on that bad boy. Should I just stick that on? I think I will. Even though the city is very much in its infancy, Jumbo actually spending gold and Innocent 5 stream. A city isn't even named Spend Gold yet. Very good. Did the link in chat? What link are you referring to? You want me to link to my YouTube stream in the chat? I can do that. Hold on a second. Let me just do that. There you go. Look at that. Nearly at 50 likes. Devilish. Putting in work. That is fantastic. Holy cow. Amazing. And to be fair, you know, like relative to a Humankind stream, actually, probably doing better. We're at 50 likes. We're halfway there. We've been live for under an hour and we're halfway there. Not bad. Not bad. Let's close in on this barbarian scum. Take you down. I think I'll go in for the stab now with the scout. It's not really doing much else. We'll try and go for the promotion on the warrior, though, if we can. Ooh, that's going to take him out. Boom. Barbarian killed for Singapore. Huh? What do you think? Not bad at all. Okay. We should probably get sailing because we do have fish outside of our border. Could be useful. Visibility range +5 heal per turn outside of friendly territory, or let's go visibility range, and we'll try and like eke a little bit of extra knowledge out to try and see where we should set sail to. Krakatoa is great for our early science. I'm not sure if if there'll be much else that will be very good for our early science, is what I'm trying to say. But for the time being, that's all right. Do we need extra worker support down here? Nah, let's go and improve this cotton. Get our American copper plantations online. Much like Wales, the people demand the beautiful devilishism emoji reigns supreme. Ah, I do need to get my science up. How's our mausoleum going, by the way? Kind of lost sight of that a little bit. Let's chop down a forest to help it along, and also grab optics to try and help that game. Oh, Singapore, you've left a worker out for me. I have to take it. I'm sorry. I'm taking it, and then we're making peace. We've made peace with Singapore. Does that trigger my... Do I get my peace treaty bonus? It's hard to say at this point. It's sort of too early in the game, but I'm absolutely stealing that worker. And a golden age has dawned. Great things are coming to those who wait. Neat. All right, let's get the scout out of here. Thanks, Singapore. See ya, nerd. Oh, feels bad. Maybe we take them down after all. I don't know. We'll keep on keeping on along this way. Let's trap these bison. We'll also connect the horses. Good for our industry as well. Here's a free unit from our Budapest allies, which we could gift back to them to build greater support. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, cheers to my own coffee cup. The Brain Squad. I love it. I wish I could. I wish I could in this game. 55 viewers and 55 likes. Holy cow. Welcome in, everybody, to Civilization 5 Live. Also on Twitch. Looking pretty alright. Thank you. I appreciate the support on either and or both platforms so much. You literally keep this gravy train rolling. Got a spearman. Kind of looking for someone to fight. Wander out this way, maybe? Could find some barbarians hiding out here in the darkness. Let's have a look. Also, probably eyeing up the spot for my next city. So, kind of useful. We'll probably want to get some cocoa, etc., etc. And we'll stomp you back this way. The escape reality. Thanks for following. Neat. Military gift cycle's always fun. Yeah, just roll it through. Or send our worst unit through instead. So keep the spearman and just send through the warrior. However, the warrior is about to be my best unit. So a little torn on that. We could also maybe get this worker on connecting roads, seeing as I already have a lot of these resources connected. However, this is actually a fairly juicy money-producing tile. I am a little short on cash. Let's get a little bit of extra production out of it. Future tech tree planning. Industrialization has our export depot. Still quite a ways away. Could go for the fast education play. We could go for Oxford University Rush as well. Oh my god, he did. Maybe the composite bowman. Courthouse if we want to take something down. Drama of poetry could go to theology for the faith catch up. At this point, I'm a little far behind. With no ultra clear direction, I think I'll take construction at the moment. Open to your feedback and ideas. Always greatly appreciated. Yeah, if you've played Civ 6, you should be good with Civ 5, and vice versa, to be fair. He's our relatively early swordsman. Kind of need to put that to good use. I want Budapest to always be my ally, so we probably... Maybe we look to take down Singapore. Get a little bit of extra experience for these guys. Yeah, I guess so. Reluctantly, I kind of drop my tone a little bit. I'm like, yeah, okay, I guess so. 4 turns away from the mausoleum of Halicarnassus in your honor, and a call to rush compass won't go unanswered. We want to remove this jungle as well. I'd like to keep some jungle around. This wouldn't really help me rush this monument. I'm just going to road to New York instead. It'll also help with bringing in future reinforcements to maybe a future front line. Construction will also allow me to upgrade into the composite bowman. So we'll have some freshly upgraded units. I'm concerned that we probably don't quite have enough. And unplate. What the? Japan controls the most capitals with 2. It's a bit of a yikes. That is a bit of a yikes. Okay. I'm going to partially ignore that. Help with the construction of the roads. We've got the iron connected. Don't yet have horses, but they're nearly online. Let's bring this unit over. Eyeing up also terracotta army built in a faraway land. Okay. Do we want super capital or do we want patronage to start befriending Budapest? It's 10% growth and +2 food on the capital. Not mad at it. Free aqueduct. Also not mad at that. At this point, I think I will go for that rush, actually. Happiness, we're still just okay. Let's go for the growth. Yep. I'm going to just go all the way through tradition. The tried and true tradition. New York looks okay. We're looking for a trade partner, ideally, hopefully, at some point, too. Because we're going to have copper chameleon just absolutely coming out of our backside. Yes, first discovery run for the word council is a bonus not to be slept on. Very true. And I love me a little bit of the World Council as well. Get 100 gold each time a great person is expended. Very good. And also an upgrade for you once we have the necessary funds, which will be next turn, because I have just enough gold to make it work. If I want to support a future rush, do I want to delay my third settler and get an extra composite bowman? I think the answer is yes. Also, it ties up nicely with Washington growing one extra population. So I'm going to do that. Let's move to compass. I like that suggestion a lot. Thank you to my strategic advisor in the field. Further farms would be nice here. Likely up on this tile, though, to be fair. Get a mine down there. You've built that road. Let's continue to do it outside of our territory is always nice. And get you down on toward the front line. You'll be ready to upgrade from Archer with 7 ranged attack to Composite Bowman with 11. These guys absolutely hate me. I'm going to ask them for a tribute. I can't really do that. Fine. Start pumping out great artists and musicians with Poland. Oh, the dream. Make it stop. Big Brain 05. Real. What's wrong? Swordsman ready. Let's march up and just stand in Singapore's land. Try and really sort of push them a bit more. Could you put some sound for the game? Sounds totally off. It is not totally off. But let me up it. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Let me know. Also keen for feedback from others, in case it was just a problem of one, which it may not have been, but it might have been. Let's stomp in a little bit more and just really sort of stomp about and show them who's boss. Okay? Okay. We may be able to push for a tribute if we're a little bit stompier as well. It's a word. Let's have a look. No, they're overwhelmingly not because of very low pressure, largely. Military near city-state and overall military power is good enough to overwhelm the base majority in hostile personality, but not that very low base influence. Which is a yikes. Haven't been able to hear any game sounds. Might not be making it to the stream. Let me have a look. Yes. You are right. It is not. Oh, that's a bit lame. We need these ambient sounds. My friends! Oh. Okay. Let me just go. Do. Be right back. So that the vodders know. Also, nice to see those alerts on screen a bit too. Okay. Game sound. Wherefore art thou, game sound-io? Let me have a look. Actually, if I just swing us back to the gameplay temporarily, because I think it could be a problem with this panel. Oh, that's really odd. Wonder if that's... No, that's not better. That made it much worse. I won't spend too long troubleshooting it, but I do have one more idea. Me neither. Yeah, okay. So it is definitely Confirmed. Confirmed. Not coming through this game capture. Okay. Here's an idea. Bet that did it. How do you like that? You hear sound effects? I feel like the answer is no. The answer is most certainly no. I don't know why that's happening now. I'm kind of running out of ideas. Silence. Hello, silence, my old friend. Okay, one more idea. Huh. Um, civilization. Yeah, no, there it is. 100%. That is most unusual. But you can hear the sound effects. Yeah, you can.
I heard that one loud and clear.
But not the game. Well, I might have to no sound effects, so you can't hear the bleeping or the wooing. Yeah, you can hear the sound effects. Yeah, I think you can. I can see. I can definitely see that you can hear those. But I can also, likewise, see that you can't hear the game sound. You heard them? Yeah, thank you. Thank you. No, sorry. Yeah, no, sorry. I mean my third-party sound effects. Sorry. Clarification was needed. Um. Hmm. Well, really no reason why that shouldn't be outputting. Um. I think that's fine. Yeah, but no game sound at all. Like just not even a speck of game sound. Here's me like turning it up. Kia ora, Ben. Welcome in, Fred. Um and I can see that you can't hear that game sound as well. That is rather annoying. I suppose the other option is that maybe a doodaloo. Maybe it's Krakatoa. Yeah. Maybe. Hold on. Look at this. It's magic happening live. Ooh. What I'm thinking is it could be oh, very weird to see it being workable. Yeah, I mean it's maybe not overly workable. To be fair, it's perhaps not overly workable. Okay. Apologies. The game sound fix appears to not be workable. Krakatoa, on the other hand, I'm working it. If I take a proper break, I'll have another look at it to try and follow that up. But I am out of sort of immediate short-term ideas. I'm really sorry about that. There's no real reason why it shouldn't be outputting sound. So either way, we'll move along because the game is going quite good. That is really going to frustrate me, though. But that's okay. And when I go for an actual break, I will... Sounds of silence. Great call. I'll name that now. And when I go for an actual break, I'll see what I can do. Imagine the sounds at home. Just think about the sounds at home. Ooh. Civ. Ah. Civ. Okay, let's continue. I'll just flash the BRB. Back to the game. There we go. Thank you, Ben. Oh. Let's carry on. Okay. We're going all right. I feel like I need to get a third city, I was going to say. And then you appeared. We need to wait maybe for the extra crossbow. We'll see. We shall see. Get this last road online. Alert everybody on the Singaporean border. Neat. That road is nearly done. Let's improve this. Do I want to buy those tiles? Probably not. Washington can just lose those. Losing grasp on Budapest. We don't want to lose that particularly. Oh, Aaron, no, never ever a need to apologize whatsoever. I'm grateful to anybody who tunes in, whether you can tune in once a year, once a week, or once a day. Whether you're, or you know, if you're a channel member or a moderator supporting the channel in other ways, I'm super grateful to that. But yeah, no need to ever be sorry. Appreciate you being here and hope to provide some sort of a good time while you can be here. We'll hold. We'll hold for 2 turns. It's going to be more like 4 maybe, but we'll hold. Currently losing gold. 3 gold per turn, which is causing me to lose a bit of science. However, with the city connection established, it's just put us afloat. Great. Really cutting it fine. Aren't you, old chap? You're really cutting it fine. We do. You're not showing up as a member, though, Legion. But we do, yes. JumboPixels and upwards will automatically get an invite when they become members. It works too, I believe, for the gifted memberships. Those who are gifted memberships should also be gifted that invite. Let me know if that doesn't work, and we can chase it up manually. Starting to run out of things to improve here. You know what? Actually, we could do is start to road this way. You know what? Why not? Let's start to road to Singapore in preparation for our conquest. Oh, although there is a unit that I don't especially like. Swordsman has 14 strength, Spearman has... Okay, so we want our Swordsman there probably ready to take it down. I might also bring the Crossbowman there to take it down. We'll take out the unit fairly hard and fast. Money could potentially be an issue. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we get a caravan, start to trade with Budapest. Or my Oracle Rush also looks kind of tempting. But or maybe I just get the extra settler online. So many decisions, such little time. Let's get our settler. I think that's more important. And Washington, focus on producing that bad boy. Get it done one turn faster, because food is useless. But also work the stone tile. Yeah, it's jumped onto it with the production focus, thankfully. But you're right. A nice little grab on actually a really nice grab across the board. It's a fairly juicy tile. Let's hoon along this road. Support is coming for the Singaporean conquest. And then we'll definitely keep Budapest as our friend, because we're going to need some friends. Wait, where did that unit go? Oh, it stepped back into the city like the coward that it is. We sort of knew that would happen, so that's all right. A is the hotkey for alert, so let's alert everybody. Get our second crossbow ready and in position, so we'll be good to go next turn for first try. Anyway. Oh, no, yeah, the mini pixels are there too. They just don't get an automatic invite, but it's not super hard and fast. We're not super hard and fast about that. Not at all. I just can't have it as an auto benefit for their low tier, because the mini pixel is like as cheap as it can possibly get. The design vision for it is that it allows the cheapest possible access floor in to get the membership icon and the emojis and your name highlighted and all of those fun little things. And then we'll manually send out invites to grab members loaded then onto the JumboPixel as the reward for that tier. Also, because where gifted memberships are available, which I think might only be to existing members in America and maybe only on certain devices, so it's quite difficult to find gifted memberships, but gifted memberships will automatically gift out at the JumboPixel tier, because YouTube has set it to gift out at the tier, the $5 tier for whatever reason. But yeah, no need to be nervous. Pixels of all kinds are welcome. And I hope that description made some kind of sense. I hope it did. I hope it did. Humankind multiplayer is best to be on normal speed. Anything faster is a bit too fast. I agree. It is just difficult for me to have community multiplayer sessions on normal speed, because it requires sort of maybe a 5 or 6 hour commitment. At least if there's restarting and stuff involved, it's even worse. So we usually play on Blitz, but I agree that a normal speed game would be ideal. Yeah, totally. Speaking of which, due for one of those soon too. Oh, and we're at 60 likes, nearing a potential pseudo-like target as well. And probably thanks to the generosity of people like you, Devilish. Major King Kong, The Sound of Silence. Oh, don't. The Sound of Silence. It's a bit old-timey. It's fine. And then New York shall be dedicated to the cult that is. It's the founding fathers of devilishism. Fantastic. Also worshipping Krakatoa, so it's a very sort of spiritual, holy place. Maybe we should get a shrine somewhere. Is it too late? Probably. I'm going to queue one up and see what we can do, though. Also, I think we're fighting. Oh, yeah. Out of principle, I wouldn't remove an active person regardless. Like, I just wouldn't do that. Irrespective. That would be cruel. Cruel! Let's fight Singapore. Hello. You've positioned this unit in a good spot. I'll give you that. Really blocked me. It's a relatively costly attack to go in on the city, so we won't do that. Looks like it's going to be a relatively costly fight, too. Road. We need one here to continue our great road. Also, this settler's about to be online, so we'll look to free up a worker over there too. They've ran back into their base like the coward that they are, which makes perfect sense. I would do the same. Let's fire with a couple of crossbows. Okay. Relatively costly attacks. I just go for the sort of heel bait again, and then maybe stabbing with the weaker. Oh, you poor scout. Don't even bother. Get out of here, Ben Omby! You gigapixel, you! Ben Omby! Holy cow!
A gigapixel! Ben Omby says, Happy 4th of July! To all viewers in the States. And an equal celebratory embrace to the rest of the world.
Gonna turn off the voice changer. Both Truman and myself are from Missouri, so this run is near and dear to my heart. Good stuff. Holy cow. Good stuff to you, Ben. Gigapixel. Jeepers. The fireworks, all right, down. The fireworks indeed. Thank you for your support. Hey, Ben. I agree with Tink. That is tremendous. Thank you for 11 months and a gigapixel at that. Just the hugest pixel possible. Thank you for supporting the channel so much, Ben. There's some fireworks from Cutter for you. What a fitting emoji that is. I like that a lot. What do we want to do with you? I think in this game we use normal workers to improve this. No, I'm completely wrong. I am completely wrong. Cool. Okay, well, we're going to use a worker as an explorer instead then. Oh, it's fireworks all around. Brilliant stuff. This is kind of ugly. Maybe we send the scout in as bait. Let's do that. We can get a turn's worth of bait out of it. 2 crossbows look to be dealing enough damage to kind of hold their own. I think we'll alert for one more turn with our precious swordsman and start constructing a road in foreign territory. The most aggressive kind of Roman legion style of road at play here. Always a good time. A unit has been killed. Please say it was a scout. No, it wasn't. We didn't get our bloody spearman out in time, but who was in time was Alec. Alec. Happy 4th from NYC. That's New York City. I know that because I'm in the know. Cutter very rightly pointing out the superest of super chats. Thank you for the $5 Alec. You and your profile pic are awesome. Happy 4th to you too, friend. From a unbeknown Kiwi over the other side of the world, where it's currently the 6th of July because he's late. And his time zone is late or early. Either way. Thank you, and same to you. We should also probably look to scale up our great person generation a little bit here in this city. We've got our I was about to say we've got our settler. We might want a unit to escort it a little bit, maybe. Could also consider doing the shrine to try and get the devilishism officially founded. We're on a continent of our own, suffering a little bit monetarily, so maybe the boost from great person generation could also be a nice thing. Caravan could be a goer as well. Start trading with Budapest. Okay, I'll try it. We'll just hope, like HUCK Huck, that there are no barbarians out this way. Let's send a scout over. We should be good enough where we can get away with doing a little move like this. Step up onto these hills to be in a slightly better spot. Worker scout, dangerously scouting out. Probably the most useless position to scout of all time around the volcano, which is always fun. let's maybe not promote. I always get confused which games I can get away with promoting and which games I can't. Can I promote and strike? I can't quite remember. It's found city state is Solomon's Mines. Oh, how good! The dream. The evil voice thing is awesome. Gave me tear. Good that sounded. I'm glad you liked it, Aaron. It was worth investing in. It was worth investing in. I have fun with the little voice changer mod thing and the stream deck that goes along with it. Yeah, if I promote, do I get to attack in the same turn in Civ 5, or is that a Civ 6 thing? Because we could really use recovering a little bit of money somehow. No tiles to pillage, promote and strike. I'm hearing news from my correspondents Ryan and Major King Kong in the field, my war correspondents, that I am safe to promote and strike. Plains Hill River makes this rough, so let's get the rough promotion and really min-max that. Yeah, baby. Pillaging an improvement will earn gold and heal your unit by 25 points. Do I want to pillage my own road? Not really. Can't really survive too much more with this warrior. It may need to dip out, let the composite bowman take some hits, and then come back again. So I'm going to do that. Send the scout up this way just to make sure that the settler isn't meandering into complete and utter danger. And get that city online. Let's also get a library online so that the new cities don't cost us too much. Speaking of cost me too much, gold is looking really tragic. Oi, oi, oi. Great Wall in a faraway land. Yikes. These tiles look most interesting. Bowman's gained enough to get promoted. And if it wants to survive at all, we're going to need to heal it, which is a huge yikes. But we'll continue our bombardment of Singapore. It's looking good. It's looking good. Do I need to bring the scout back for an emergency grab? Oh, now I'm a little nervous. I think I will, just in case. Settling wise here, thank you for following ranks. Settling wise, yes I can, Cutter. Let's do I want to make another coastal city? That would leave me with 3 coastal cities. I'd be very vulnerable to coastal strikes. I wonder. I could be 1 tile in. It would be much easier to defend. I would lean towards the coastal tile, though. Potentially even that one. Ow. That one is not terrible. But we will actually no, because we'll be more exposed with Singapore. I think I'll go for the not coastal settle. Grab another one. Alec, named in your honor. Thank you for your super chat. Do you have any recommendations? Early and it's the 5th, yeah. For now, I'll just rename Washington Alecton, because what a pun. My god, it was. No coastal? Go for coastal. We were a bit torn. We were a bit torn. I regret nothing. Maybe. We need a road. Get over there and get me a road, you fool. Ha! Somebody beat you to it. It is what it is. Swordsman bombarded by the city of Singapore, and Swordsman was bombarded by the enemy composite bowman. They've got a composite bowman in line. This is looking uglier than it was. Swordsman... Eey. This is a suicide mission. Oh, the tension. It's so close. Do I greedily push or do I wait? What's our scout looking like? Okay, so the scout could bait for a turn. What I fear is that the city bombards and takes out the swordsman, and then the unit bombards and takes out the scout. And then I'm left. I'm glad you like it. Thank you again for your donation. Ben, also, your membership renewal, surely at the Gigapixel level will line you up for something as well. If I lose both of the melee units, that would be really unfortunate. Because of the terrain, it's difficult for me to run and hide this turn. I think I step back this way. Also a little bit low on the old happiness-aroo, which is ugly. Do we have access to any additional happiness-bringing tiles? No. Although the pearls from Singapore will bring some respite to our unhappy people. We might need to get the Colosseum online. Money is hemorrhaging. Science is hemorrhaging. Alec, welcome to the JumboPixels. That is so kind. You are awesome. One of us, they chant. Thank you for a membership. I really appreciate the channel subscribers on Twitch, the members on YouTube. Those two products are essentially one and the same. And also the patrons. There's like 10 patrons on Patreon. My love, shout out, and love goes out to you too. And everybody who's liked the video. We're nearly at 69. We're at 65 likes. Bob's got too much RAM. Long-time lurker. Oh, nice to see you. Out from the shadows. I guess I just keep improving copper. We need to try and meet somebody as well, actually, so that we can actually trade. The scout, as expected, was taken out. No ability to quick buy a heal means... actually means that I am really stuck for options here. We need an extra melee unit that can run in at the same time. Warrior, or an extra turn for a spearman, or an extra turn for a swordsman. I guess I'm now having to kind of wait for that to get online. That sucks. It's actually probably much quicker to get, say, a warrior online here, 2 turns, and then we hustle it down. Okay, I like that a lot more. What I might do in that case is get 2 warriors online so that we can really make sure that we rush in with enough firepower to overwhelm. Let's establish a trade route to Budapest to fix our monetary woes. Hey, good things are coming. Good things are coming! And we'll keep maybe... actually, no, we should probably step out. We should probably step everybody out. We've got our road going to nowhere. That's fine. Let's just withdraw back for just a couple of turns while we get some melee reinforcements. Have a wee peek around what these tiles are. Maybe they are coastally connected somewhere else. Welcome to the medieval era. It's playing with the game crashes when it comes to barbarians loading their turn. Yeah, I haven't had great success with multiplayer in Civ 5 ever, really. Ooh. Cow Atoll. Regular viewers will know that I get sidetracked by funky territories like that. Who wants to be the 69th? Like, we are looking for one candidate to voluntarily sacrifice as the 68th, and then we will cross over 69 some 1 hour and 30 minutes into the stream-ish. Oh, excuse me. It was a relatively early start, 6:40 in the morning. Not bad. We're just about there. We're just about there. Okay. This worker kind of running out of tiles to work. I'm wondering if Devilish maybe wants to stop working this science for a bit. I don't know. Nah, it's probably fine. It's probably fine. Let's put this worker on auto so that it can run around and do the little farms and stuff that I'm either completely oblivious to or just not paying attention to. Buying this tile will be useful for our happiness so that we can get the chocolate improved. I'd be surprised if the city... Oh, okay, no, the city is not expanding to it. Cool. Are you? No. Just nobody is. No one wants to. No one wants a bar of it. Okay. Neat. Hey, yeah, 71. Just like that, we smashed over the top. 69th member. I'm not sure how many members we have at the moment. I think we have around 80 members. You actually get a cool little shout out on the channel page now too. YouTube putting in work with their memberships. And then I think subscriptions wise, all of our gifted subscriptions on Twitch have ran out. So we're at about 35. So that's maybe kind of a sort of a grounding indicator as well. Usually it's a good running indicator. The two may scale, although Twitch tends to scale a bit more wildly because its gifting function is much more open. Anybody can do it, whereas YouTube's is very closed. You have to be within a very sort of exclusive group geographically for whatever reason. And platform-based and all sorts of things to be able to use it right now. Still in beta. Anyway, I've rambled about that long enough. We do need the extra happiness, so... it pains me to waste 6 turns on a Colosseum. I would love the Oracle. Should I greedily build the Oracle? I'm a little low on culture to really benefit from it greatly. We could also go for something like the writers. I'm going to greedily go for the Oracle. I'm doing it. I'm doing it and I don't care. Will it time perfectly? No, actually I'll do it. We had a relatively slow start. We'll use it as a catch-up. Taking Singapore will be helpful as well. Let's make sure that everybody's nice and healed up. We've got our warrior and then our extra warrior coming online because they're cheap and cheerful and they can stomp in and deal a bit of damage. We might need to go back and start bombarding soon as well. Waiting on this plantation is a little bit painful, but I guess while I wait, let's farm these cattle a little bit better. Oh, and this place is looking slightly more exciting with some extra land. Good to see. 80-ish. 18. No, 80. Sorry. 80. Yeah. YouTube outnumbers Twitch about 2 to 1, which kind of makes sense. 75 likes now on YouTube. Holy cow. We might make triple digits. Go Civ 5. Ooh, this is very deserty. However, it does have another stone. Mausoleums love to see it. Swordsman can be upgraded with 55. Ah, right, of course. We can upgrade these token warriors into swordsmen with a little bit of extra cash. Probably won't do that. You have healed nearly as much as you can muster. Let's get the crossbows ready to fire. In range. They'll take a turn. Oh, you'll take probably too much of a beating, actually. You need to run away again. We may adopt a policy. Let's complete tradition, getting us a free aqueduct in our first 4 cities, also fixing our happiness issues, and we're now looking a little bit better. We're looking a little bit better. Neat. Okay. The conquest of Singapore should happen soon-ish. TM. Let's get this library done so that all of these cities will have their libraries ready. And start to bring in the sacrificial warriors. Swordsmen coming up the rear. And... roads connecting everywhere already. Connecting one to Budapest would be alright. I guess we'll send a worker back down this way to start improving the road to Singapore. Why not? And we'll start firing on this stupid city as well. I'm not salty at all. This place is looking nice, although that was, I think, unfortunately, somebody building Petra. All of the game settings are in the description. We're playing on hard mode today. Being slightly kind to myself because I didn't think that the civilization was going to be very good, particularly because it's weak early on. And also, it's important to note playing with the extra Goody Hut Wanderer mod by default, and also the AI aggressive difficulty scaling mod by default as well. Are these default silly names? No, they are named after Super Chat donators. They would be wild default ones, though, wouldn't they? I would love that so much if they were modded in. That would be so good. Okay, you are literally just a sacrificial lamb, so get in there and do what you do best. Sacrifice yourself. Good. And I think that the AI won't kill the crossbow. But you know what? If it does, say la vie. Please don't. Fight the warriors instead. Because they're melee, so they're a greater threat. Is the logic? I don't know. I don't know if that holds. We're about to find out. Pantheon's been built in a faraway land, and it looks like it did hold. Yes. Warrior was bombarded. Alright. Crossbows will now bombard this place to get it down nice and low. Our first great... I was going to say great swordsman. Our first great general is born. A little late to the fight, but nice that they've been generated. That will help our trait along a little bit. Details on that also in the description below. Nearly at 80 likes. Cheapers. How are we even doing that with so few concurrent viewers on the YouTubes? I don't understand. Also seeing lots of people subscribing on the back end as well, so that's cool. Thanks to the people who have super chatted and liked and donated for helping helping praise the algorithmic gods. The lighthouse is good. Ooh. Push the Great Lighthouse? I wonder if we'd be a little late to the party on that. We probably would be, but that would be quite a nice grab. Let's try and push the Great Lighthouse and bring a worker over. Did we have one? Yeah, we did. We had this one here. I'll sacrifice this to speed that up, I think. We'll heal for a turn. Another sacrificial warrior will maybe perish. Oh, they took out the crossbow! You advantageous little you. Hopefully we have enough here to push through. Uh-oh. I didn't see that option. Pineapple belongs on pizza? I totally agree. Opinion of pineapple on pizza. Should we take it to a poll? Let's take it to a poll. I, for one, am very loud and proudly a huge fan. In fact, I go out of my way to add it to any pizza. Any. That's not an over-exaggeration. I'm not trying to bait you. That is 100% the truth. It's poll time, Cutter. You know it. Not any. Yeah, I take it to the extreme. I think it suits, say, a Hawaiian, though, surely. Surely we all agree. It's the best pizza topping. Hey, Peyton Manning's forehead agrees with me. What a name. What a name. That's very good. All right, I'm going to take a quick break as we've crossed over 81 likes. That is just insane. That is just insane. Oh, but just before I do, Aaron with a super chat. Have to hit me up with a city name request. Aaron says, Jumbo is the greatest RTSer of all time. Funny guy, very nice and genuine guy, very stand-up guy. Huge. Hugely funny. Thank you for those kind words. Darius Galaxies on Discord. Thank you. I recognize the name. Nice to associate that. I'd like to say that I'll remember that for all time. I hope that I would. I really do. And there's your alert. A little late. Huh? But I heard it roll. Better late than never. Thank you so much, Aaron. I'm going to go and brew a coffee from my jug in your honor, so I won't be too long. Here's YouTube Gaming Strategy Gaming's best BRB screen. I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Yes. Sorry, I hope that didn't scare anybody. Aaron, you're so right. I would never do that, or I would at least always endeavor to replay any missed alerts. So if I missed one, I would try and go back into the stream interface and hit that button and replay an alert, like I just did for your one that went through just right around break timing. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you again. I don't know about the greatest RTSer of all time. Maybe occasionally funny guy, maybe like 15% of the time that I'm awake. When I'm asleep, I'm hilarious. I would hope that the genuineness is genuine. Thank you for your support. Nonetheless. Oh, I don't know about this Krakatoa, although it is producing around like 18% of our science. So we'll keep up the good work. Let's try and chop out the Great Lighthouse for no real, no especially great reason, other than the fact that most of my cities, if not all of them, you could argue, are pretty vulnerable from the sea. Especially, obviously, devilishism, soon to be Singapore. Singapore, however, we are running into some issues. I don't know if it's now possible. This attack is far too costly. I'm not sure that the swordsman survives. If the swordsman doesn't survive, this goes south really fast. Because I don't think these two clowns can pull it off. Humbo? I woke up from a dream because I laughed at my own joke. I love that. That's so much better than waking up like screaming because you're falling down. Or whatever. Whatever frightens you. Anyway. Oh God, I don't know what to do with this worker. Sort of have almost too many. Could maybe make the argument that we need to get old Sun Tzu over here, and that backing out would just be the flat out best option. And that could very well be true. Not as good as Peyton Manning's Forehead 2 following on Twitch, though. How about that for a username? As if you thought the original Forehead wasn't enough. Wham, bam, thank you, bam, for following. Okay. This unit doesn't actually get far enough away to be safe. So there's kind of no point. We'll just have to hope for the best. Godspeed, friend. Godspeed. It is a polar region, so we could be relatively low down. Yeah, perhaps we're just central and it's a relatively small map. That's probably more likely, actually. Okay, and you're just going to be alert, and let's just hope that people don't perish. Okay, good. We didn't. We live another day. Okay, we got our great general here now. Maybe that'll be enough to teeter us over the edge. Oh, I don't know. It kind of looks like it isn't, but even actually just living another turn was good enough. So let's just alert again, and leave it as it is. We've also got our Pantheon. Now, we have a lot of copper, a lot of mines. Any other identifiable strengths? Not especially. Yeah, not especially. Let's do science from cities and city connection. Could be somewhat useful early on. Plus 4 faith from natural wonders. We could turn the Krakatoa tile into something a little bit better off. Hey. Faster border growth I usually like, but don't really need. The faster wonders were a little bit late to the game. That would have been nice early on. Right now, I'm not so sure. I always like faster growth rates. Kind of tempting. Maybe we go for Earth Mother, plus 1 faith for copper, iron, and salt. I guess just because we have so much of that, it kind of seems a shame not to. It would be better, I think, than one with nature, right? Because we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Let's become the Earth Mother. Oh, although, man, the fish are tempting too, actually. The fish are tempting too. Yes, just to reiterate, information is in the description. Playing on King difficulty, using the mod for this civilization, also using the aggressive AI and difficulty scaling mod. I am playing on King difficulty in the in-game settings. However, it is important to note that that mod will change that. And what else is the other question that is often asked? I think that's it. Oh, and the Goody Hut one mod as well. Invest in more units, get Budapest too. Well, I would, but I also benefit from having some allies. So it's kind of like, well, do I, don't I? I don't know. Maybe. But also, I think that anybody should play on whatever difficulty they want to play on whatever, however they feel on that day. You should embrace that. So don't let anybody difficulty shame you. If you want to play on the lowest difficulty, but still have a fun time playing a historical 4X strategy game, that is better than not playing it out of fear that you're not playing on a difficulty that's, say, high enough or prestigious enough. Would be my general advice. Go you, in other words. Bit Emperor recently, though. Nice. Good stuff. Oh, thanks for following, too. Present Chain 73. And you subscribed with your Twitch Prime subscription as well. Thank you. You're our 36th subscriber. Shame you weren't the 73rd, because it would have been a numerical combination like no other. But I appreciate your Bezos bucks. Thank you very much. That is so good. 1/3, now over 1/3 of the way to our 100 goal, which could maybe coincide with 25,000 subscribers on YouTube, in which case we'll really celebrate. We'll really celebrate. It's Alec from YouTube. Oh, thank you. Supported on 2 fronts. I really, really appreciate that. I could construct a citadel. That could be a little aggro. However, as our warrior starts to run out of strength, I start to consider my options. Do we sack it in for guts and glory? Try and eep out the take? Or do we wait one more turn? Allow it to take the damage? I think we go in. Oh, yes. Rewarded for my greed! I was rewarded for my greed. Very good. Very good. Can I afford to annex? Not particularly. Can't really even afford to puppet, to be fair. Let's puppet nonetheless, though. We'll puppet that bad boy. Getting a little bit of faith out of our copper now, which is nice. We might still be able to salvage a religion. Focus on a storyline rather than optimally efficient. Yeah, I agree. I think there's some a real charm in playing on a difficulty that is challenging enough to still present a challenge, but allow you to play flexibly and build a little bit more of a creative story. Like this one, rushing the Oracle here, for example. Not a min-maxi strategy. If you're playing on Deity, you wouldn't be able to do that. So I agree that there is while there's a romanticism in fighting the hardest difficulty possible and sort of grinding away at that challenge, I think that there's also quite a lot of fun in easing it up a little bit and allowing flexibility in playstyles that are suboptimal. I enjoy it more. Simply put, I am a child and like to muck about. Do we want to take Budapest as well? Maybe, Ben, maybe you're right. It wouldn't be all that difficult to build a couple of extra military units and then snag the entire continent. However, I kind of like establishing over here. Emperor on Civ 6. Yeah, Emperor's quite a nice spot for Civ 6 as well. That's true. I like to huck about. You're right. Less min maxi, more huck. Yeah, okay. This is very polar. I love stupid locations like this, though, so I'm very tempted to settle on. Maybe we'd settle just on the stone. Could be a play. Let's upgrade this swordsman, who made it, the sacrificial warrior that made it. And let's head up to Budapest. See what this Pest has got in store. Emperor's a good mix of fun and challenging. Yeah, I would agree. And nor if I was playing a Civ that I'd played before, I would usually opt for Emperor as well, actually. Often my live streams are Emperor difficulty. Unless I'm specifically doing a deity challenge, in which case I'd usually put it in the title. But yeah, usually Empire is a nice sweet spot. Opted for slightly lower today. Maybe the mod is making a bit of a difference, hopefully. Also, a foreign Civ. If I haven't played them before. Nice to kind of ease up a little bit, I think. That's maybe not bad general advice either, actually. First time you play a Civ, go a little bit easier on yourself. Seems fairly logical. I don't know. Your value will really lie in connecting this chocolate so that people will be happier with me. We'll heal up this unit, but maybe we should be doing the sort of gradual march and heal, march and heal, march and heal slumber. Devilishism is a little ways away. Sun Tzu could squeeze in up here. Pineapple on pizza winning 55%. Fantastic. I would also now like to run a poll. I'm going to end it here because we've got a victory. Nah, take that, and thanks to the 40 people who voted. On what we should do with Budapest. A reminder that I do benefit a little bit from having some city-state allies, or at least when I declare peace with another empire, my influence gain over my friends is stronger, so I can hold alliances better. Also, Budapest is a militarist city-state, so they will gift me units roughly every 20 turns or something along those lines. However, we could also just take them. What do you think? Fight or friend? Let me know. Pineapple was 65%, so it's trending downwards. Unfortunately, democracy has ended today. You are out of luck. Budapest is a one-land tile conquest. Also, bear that in mind. Ben is right. Budapest appears to be a one-land tile take. That is ugly. That is so ugly. Oy. So we would need to get more. So we could have crossbows. We'd probably need a navy. To be fair, we probably need a navy anyway. So that's maybe not an unimaginably ridiculous thing. Not worth it. People are trying to be different after they saw the pineapple was winning. All votes revert to 50%. You've heard it here first. Could very well be true. Friend the militarist. If we fall behind in tech, we can receive advanced units from them. Also a nice point. Yeah, I think they're probably a pretty silly take. Actually, considering all of the advice that's flowing in from chat. In which case, we might look to settle maybe these islands. Maybe. Alecton isn't growing. I could stall out a city there. Although, to be fair, Sound of Silence and Devilishism are both looking to grow fairly soon. Chocolate here we could elect for Colosseum for a little bit of extra happiness. Yeah, Having a library in all cities means that we could also start the National College. Just get like the Writers Guild or something there. Queue up something that I can kind of forget about, you know what I mean? Oh, and we should finish this road. Are you about to do that? Probably. I'd say you are, and I can automate you. Let's just monitor this to make sure. Really keep an eye on this guy. Budapest will be better as an ally. You're right. Unlike in Civilization 6, generally around 4 to 5 cities is that sweet spot in Civ 5. Ally as many military states as possible. Let them build my army for me. Tink. Very sound advice. Do I prefer builders in 5 or 6? I would prefer that builders were actually a combination of both 5 and 6. I don't think that builders should have just 3 charges. We could maybe have charges if it were a lot more, but maybe they're not needed at all. So I think that they should embrace that from 5. And they should also... But they should also embrace the sort of agility and quickness of 6. In that, like, it shouldn't take me like 10 turns to clear a forest and then build a chocolate improvement. I think that that's too slow. I want Civ 5's workers, but building things at the pace of Civ 6's basically would be my dream, because I think that they're too slow. Like, they're just across the board too slow. It makes them frustrating and kind of detracts from what the game does well. And I think that, personally, I think that the Civ games have always... The parts of their scouts that I've always preferred have been the parts that have made them faster. It's been the insta-build that I've liked, or it's been the longevity of the unit that I've liked, for example. Workers can improve sea resources? Yeah, that makes sense as well. Totally, that makes sense. All of those nice quality of life changes from Civ 6, repairs as well, like lightning fast repairs, all of those things I would take from Civilization 6. Take all of the pacing and timings from Civ 6 and slap it onto my Civ 5 builders, and that's my dream. I'd like rationalism. I'm wondering if we want to sneak any of these other things. Patronage, because we will have allies. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. It does kind of fit with our Civ to have some friends and then build up against an army of some foes. Barbarian marathon speedrun on Civ 5. It was perfectly balanced. What is that? I saw the video. It's on my watch list, talking about earlier, which I will actually watch. What was the broad theme of it though, Ben? Barbarian marathon speedrun. So marathon game speed, speedrun. How fast can I beat the barbs? Win as the barbs? Modded barbs? What's the deal? What's the deal? Adopting patronage will cause influence of city states to degrade 25% slower than normal. Building Forbidden Palace. So we need to try and build up this influence back up again, ideally. Ugh. Any quests? No. They want me to discover a natural wonder, and they want a road between our capitals. A road you shall get! Let's road to these puppies. That'll be useful regardless, so I don't mind that whatsoever. Let's improve our happiness so that we can grow. Stoneworks? Question mark? National College. Let's do that before we get our next city online. Singapore, thankfully, ready to go. And I wonder where we're heading next with our army. For now, we'll bring them back to base. Our copper looking slightly better with a little bit of faith yield. Welcome to everybody who's just tuned in, by the way. We've again just surged up in viewers. If you're just tuning in, welcome. We are 16 likes away from my triple-digit like target. If we hit it, that would be unbelievable. Peyton Manning's forehead, you are right. 85 likes. About marathon, but standard speed, science speed. So, yeah, 100 by turn 100. You're right. I'm doing very poorly on science. No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. All the more reason why we need that military city-state online. Science is terrible. We need to get National College online. Should we... I'm going to disembark here. See if we can get some goodies with this. Make do scout. A great 40 faith. Wow. And also maybe another city-state. Let's go have a look-see, shall we? Sneak over with our warrior worker soldier scout. And we'll road to Budapest. Complete that quest for them. Get them to start building me some more units. Here is La Venta. We're nowhere near first with them. Targets a nearby encampment. Okay. Hopefully that's not a problem for me down the line. As I continue to explore with this vulnerable civilian unit. Do get some benefit from, I think, garrisoning units in these cities, I think. I'm not sure what my max civs would be. It would be less than 44, though. I don't think my computer could handle it, to be honest. Hanging Gardens and Chicken Pizza both gone. Okay. Wait. Hanging Gardens. Where's my Great Lighthouse? Did somebody snake that off me? Oh, are you freaking kidding me? That was like one turn away. Oh, I do prefer Humankind's Wonder System, I think. Oh my god. I do have a gaming computer, I do, yes. It could be better though. Oh jeez. That is heartbreaking. I can't believe it. I don't want a lighthouse now. Oh, crap, dude. That is a disaster. Devilishism cries. Let's have a look at this continent. Great scientist has been born. Neat. I'm hoping it's early on enough that we can smash down the tile improvement. Let's do it in the capital next turn on this here hill. Keep on exploring. More ruins to find, which is good. Because we started on such a small continent, we didn't get to make the most of all of the ruins. 13 culture. Hey, don't party too hard, everybody. There's our chocolate online. Good. Anything else around here to improve? Not especially. Let's make sure that this tile is always worked. The 8 science National College coming online as well. That'll help our science. Good. In the meantime, I think I'll put you back on auto. I think that's totally fine. Route 2 cancelled because they stomped their big stinking military unit in my way. Please. I mean no harm. Sun Tzu, to sleep with you. I'll just muck around and build a farm while I wait, I suppose. Cities players like to visit the most. Only 2 of them. A civilian was captured. Oh no, my brave explorer. That was to be expected. We should maybe send a swordsman or something. Start to send a swordsman over this way. Let's send this one, actually. This one can replace at the capital. Send a swordsman over, start to clear out some way, because we're probably settling on this island, I'm guessing. Also, our city's starting to grow again, which is really nice. Feel a Civ 5 run coming on. Feel that itch. Better balanced game. Leg mods for multiplayer. Yeah, leg mod. Quite a popular mod for Civilization 5. I don't know if I want to put anything else into patronage. Maybe the philanthropy to get better gifts. All city states with your allies provide a science bonus equal to 25% of what they produce themselves. That could be kind of useful. If I want to double down on the diplomacy thing, maybe I do. Just keep tunneling into it. Okay. We'll go for base 20 first. That should start to lift up the base in Budapest. Gold would be nice. Stables would be nice. I would also like some units. Maybe a cargo ship. No one to really trade with. Units-wise, we have a lot of things that are a little out of date. Maybe another bowman would be nice. Or I could get that next settler online in Devilish. I'll give you a market first. Or Devilish, still reeling the loss of that wonder. My worker can't get access. Neat. Keep building farms or something, I guess. Crying out loud. Let me through. I guess we could build a really weird winding road that goes this way. It's going to be difficult to get this road through. It's going to look really dumb, but okay. I'll start building a road here, I think. Fine. Fine. Oh no, look at this. And just like that, an opportunity opens up. Get on that road. And also, we should move up and try and snag this next one too. Poll is 50-50 for War and Take Them. Oh, War and Take Them was losing. Is there ever a way that you do a roleplay stream? I would love to. Crusader Kings 3 can turn a little roleplay-ish at times, and has done at times, but what game do you mean? Totally happy to give it a whirl. Do I want a shrine or a stoneworks? Probably either of those would be okay. Get the stoneworks. A little bit of extra wealth on that tile, which is already quite a good tile. They moved in the way. I hate you! Get out of it! Go on! Okay. Great profit has been born, so we're hopefully not too late to get this religious game up and running. We're not. Let's found a religion. Name it after, of course, the one and only Devilish. Devilishism is complete. What do we want to get out of this? Money from followers would actually be kind of nice. We're a little bit low on cash. Science from spread. Plus 15 influence resting point with city-states following the religion. Would be nice to keep a hold on Budapest. Plus 1 global happiness for every 8 followers. Plus 1 gold for every 4. Plus 2 gold for every city. Tithe is just generally quite good, so I'll take that. Follower belief-wise, shrines provide plus 1 happiness. Temples culture. Shrines and faith food. Production. These are all fairly meh. I usually like to grab one of these buildings. Use faith to purchase monasteries. Pagodas for the happiness gain. Usually a better deal. I'm going to do it. We're going to take tithe and pagodas on Devilishism. Neat. Fantastic. That has also freed up... Oh, no. Aaron. Oh, Aaron. Kind of waiting on Singapore, really, aren't I? Okay. We'll wait on that one. Small countries and provinces, if I've not mentioned. Old World RP. Play to be insane and own a monkey. Ben raises a great point, actually. Old World would be great. And in fact, seeing as Civilization 5 won the last poll, that reminds me, if you head to the channel page, if you're watching this live right now, If you're watching the VOD after the fact, well, then you're watching the VOD after the fact. Hey, VODers. We're going to run a poll for what tomorrow's second off-day stream will be. And this time, it's going to have the correct Bannerlord 2, which did kind of come second. Kind of agreed to play that. But we'll see how much support it gets. Endless Space 2, to clarify. Last time there was some confusion. And then finally, Old World RP. And I'll try and sort of play the role of my character a bit more than normal. Focusing, again, a little less on the min-maxi. Alright. Oh, Tink, thank you so much! 2! I see 10 months! Speaking of 7-month membership. Oh, again, a little weird crossover. Maybe it fell off at some point. I don't know. But your alerts got you for 10. And I'm going to give you 10, because I reckon you've been around for 10. 10 months of Minipixel! Olmec Gang represent! That is fantastic. Too many states and countries? Yeah, fair. Thank you, Tink. That is awesome. Just like you. 10 months. Giving it to you. Singer Portland. Moving to Portland this month. Oh, good luck with the move. Kapla, welcome. Nice. Always nice to see a VOD watcher tuning in live and dropping a like. I see you. Singer Portland is a great idea. Can I annex this puppy? Not quite. We need a little bit more happiness yet. Let's get a Colosseum, I suppose. Yikes. Need to find a trading partner. Road. I guess I'll jump into the sea. Sleep there and wait to pounce. Just kind of waiting for an opportunity to open up. I guess I could take that as one. Our swordsman has arrived onto what could be the New World. Another city-state. No foreign borders, though, anywhere. A mercantile one at that. Portland, Oregon. That is cool. Oregon. Cool. Ah, man, this place is chock-up with units. And now they're angry at me because I'm trespassing. But I don't mean to. I just want to be a friend. We'll just build a road here while we can. Ah, now you open up. Okay, they've opened. And it's actually the 2 tiles that we need. So let's start constructing these tiles. Get that road built. That's that done. A market here is probably not a bad idea. Whoa, 3 missionaries appearing though. Wouldn't this be a great boost? Should I do it? Or we could get a free temple. Not needed. Because I don't have a shrine. The free temple is probably better. Let's do Hagia Sophia and get the free temple out of it, because then it's also kind of a worthwhile investment rather than me feeling like I've wasted my time. 91 likes. Go, Manning! We're going to get triple digits at this rate. That is outstanding. That is outstanding. And I'll be ready to annex the puppet soon. Let's keep on trading with Budapest. Pump out that cash money. Should I steal a worker here? Yes. They will immediately make peace. And because we have the piety bonus, we'll immediately win back their favor. Okay, so now we have a worker available in the New World. Nice. Let's get a lighthouse in Devilishism. the city of Krakatoa. We need to be able to see that volcano after all. There's also a Portland, Maine. Probably other Portlands. We're going to the Oregon one. That is so cool. I was daydreaming and Googling the other day, looking at, thinking about if I were a wealthy man and I lived in America, where would it be? Just for literally no reason other than interest and running off on a tangent in my mind. And Oregon made it to like the top 4. I can't really quite remember why, but it made it to my top 4 out of my vague mental criteria of things like climate and geography and stuff. Education has been unlocked and Alec Ton is starving. Yikes. Can I help you not starve? I'll unlock the aqueduct. I don't think we have any astronomy-worthy cities, but moving to some fast navigation might not be a terrible play, honestly. Might not be a terrible play. Didn't know you can only via one way. You can only win via one way? Yeah, yeah. What were my other top 4? I honestly can't remember them. There was another one. There was like another city on the East Coast that made it. Because I was looking at like specific cities. It was someplace in Oregon, someplace maybe in California, and then someplace somewhere in the middle. Genuinely can't remember. It may have been like southern middle because I tend to favor slightly warmer places, i.e. not freezing and dark too much. So it was unlikely to be like super duper north. And then there was somewhere on the other seaboard too. Somewhere on the other seaboard. But I can't recall. I could go back through my search history though. Hey, not live, am I right? Okay. Moving swiftly along. Let's get this worker back this way. We've got a great general kind of bumming around doing nothing. We've got American roleplay and stay in isolation until the end game. Biggest spoofer. That is actually a good point. That is actually a good point. Budapest, now looking like a great friend of ours. Should we give them a gift? Ideally, we'd get that next policy, right? Yeah, ideally, I'd get better value for money. So I'm just going to hold off until I get that better value for money. And let's wander over this way and have a cheeky explore. I guess we'll leave this unit here as kind of a sentry, a waygate. Foreign religion has been founded. It won't be as good as devilishism. We know that. Do we want to get our universidades online very fast? Looks like we lost the wonder. Bit of a yikes. Do I want to go for my backup one? You know what I do? And I'm going to try and speed through it. Unfortunately by removing some jungles. Sorry, future science fans. Not today. And then we'll put that worker to sleep. And we'll send the swordsman through to get our worker back, baby. Universidad was better. It probably was. In fact, I would almost certainly say it was. We'll come back for it, don't you worry. I want my religion online. It's important to me. Irrationally so. And I would like a little wondrous boost. Let's go this way with our explorer. Alecton continues to starve. Put it on food focus. It slightly grows. That suggests to me that we need a worker over there. I'll just chop down this other thing that I really shouldn't chop down. Here's a horseman online. That's quite nice. Might send you over to this new world as well. And you, welcome back. You have returned to the Empire. Neat. Neat, 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 neat. Wait till the other civs are at war and then join like 10 turns in. We're going full RP mode. I love it. I love it. Sort of accidentally at this point, but it might just work. Sea trade routes. So we could get a lot of sea trade coming out of Devilishism. The harbour tends to be quite a good building. However, the university also shouldn't be understated. Let's get a workboat. That's a really juicy tile. Those fish tiles are really juicy. Likewise, here in Alecton, I would be willing to... Yeah, I have a lot of money. I have so much money. Oh, jeez. Let's get... Okay. We could also buy our settler. That's not a bad shout. I think what we'll do is get... What do I need here? Oh, no, it's not coastal. Crap. Crap. Okay. There are ways around that. I should probably purchase something for this place. I might give it this wheat tile and then buy it a granary. And then lock in that food tile to ensure that it actually grows. We're unhappy at the moment. When our happiness increases, it will be growing much, much, much better. So that's likely a really significant improvement. Are we working this? Yes, we are. Okay. So we also probably need to look elsewhere for a little bit of extra happiness. I'm very quickly just going to go for a lightning fast 9:20 a.m. in the morning break. I will be back in 2 minutes. Don't go away. We're at 93 likes. Nearly at a triple-digit like target. So good. I'll be right back. Yeah, my friend, we have still got the coup. All right. You bet your backside we do. Oh man, how good. Um, let's keep exploring. Explore! Yes. But you're right. We should keep our cards close to our chest. It's the American way. I really need to improve this happiness, though. I should spend money on it actually where I can. Let me have a quick look. Okay, so we'll probably wait just those couple of turns and let that tick through. Looks like these barbarians have been well and truly cleared out. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Development of the H-bomb. Okay. Good. Good. We can do that. Alhambra's been built in a faraway land, and we are not very well fed. Hey. Earning a little bit of cash, though. We're doing all right. Let's auto improve with this worker. Kind of getting a little bit late for my last city, so maybe I look to spend money on the last settler instead. We'll see. It's a big maybe. Okay. Looks like we've kind of reached the edge of the world. That's fine. Again, a lifeless continent, except, of course, for my wonderful friends. Don't look at them. But Leventa, eh? Kind of faithful. Could be fun. We'll see how we go. Hoping to find somebody. We do look kind of like Japan. Strikingly so. I like it. Okay. Devilishism. Do we need to just keep pounding happiness things? Probably. Am I going to? No. I'm probably going to get a university. So let's do that. Got a workboat, which I actually think might be a better idea to sail all the way around here and help Electon out, which is still really starving. The other option is to come over and start to build some farms, but I feel like improving those tiles is just a better deal. So we're going to do that. Put these guys on auto. Maybe put this horse on auto explore. It has fairly decent movement. We can get out and have a look around with it. Not a terrible idea, I don't think. Electon. You let me down. Stable? Feels questionable. I think we'll probably just start working on a university there. It'll be a long time coming. So, it'll be a long time coming. And then our future city maybe wants to connect the gold. Double stone, but in the desert's not great. It's a shame that's gold because we already have gold in Budapest, but I guess it is what it is. It's fine. Losing grasp, amigo. I didn't actually mean to jump that unit into the water. Get back on land. Okay. And you are going to just kind of be our watchful eye down to the south here too. Okay, good. That is not good. We move swiftly away from that. Are you Borbadoring kidding me? Again! Oh, I just need to stop going for wonders. That is painful. That is really, 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 really painful. Oh, it hurts me. Okay, let's purchase this dang Colosseum. Get ourselves into the green. Start to grow once more. Lost far too many turns. We've got a spy ready to, I guess, just do counterintelligence at the moment because we still haven't met anyone else. So I have no idea if I'm ludicrously far ahead or behind. We have a rough gauge by the score count that we're probably looking fairly decent, maybe in second place. Likely to the warlike Japan, who have taken another civilization's capital very early in the game. They're a concern for me. We're going to end up renaming Singapore Portland. No, absolutely does count. I can't do it at the moment because it's puppeted. I don't think I can. Yeah, no, I can't. Happiness, sadly, still a problem. I fished this up. You have extra food. Now you grow. All right. All the universities are coming online. Singapore are just building its library, but that's okay. Ooh, Vancouver. Friend? Okay, we're about to get that thing that'll let me give some money to Budapest to win them over as our eternal lover, friend, and ally. Yeah, it's kind of annoying that it prevents change. Just Great Barrier Reef has been discovered. Where? Ooh. It will potentially belong to a city-state, so maybe we, in lieu of finding any real strong enemy, we could do our America thing and go and bully it. Hey, look, there's $50 hidden on this island. We could also move past Budapest and take this island. Unmet player recovered its capital. No way. When do you ever see that? That is stupid. I love it. Gold gifts produce 25% more influence. Oh, I didn't actually quite notice that rationalism was unlocked. We should move quickly towards that. Budapest, though, my ally, my greatest friend. Here's another gold gift for you. Okay, we really are now the best of friends. And it's always nice to have a local friend. We can easily protect them. They're a nice toady to the north. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay. You need to get out of there. Not such a brilliant island for me, to be fair. The resources don't look like anything to write home about. We're losing wonders left, right, and center. Certainly a less wonderful game for me at the minute. We could get Circus Maximus and Devilishism, though. That could fix some happiness issues moving forward for the foreseeable. Otherwise, I'm not really overly in love with much else. The Settler, tempting. We might get it in Sound of Silence because it's about to grow. Let's get Circus Maximus. It'll help future growth, future-proof us a little bit, stop us from having those harsh happiness penalties being applied all the dang time. And we'll build a settler here, 4 turns. And then either go settle here or take Vancouver is the other option. Vancouver will likely take this wonder, which I'm irrationally fixated on. Yeah, I agree with you, Tank, about the renaming. Sorry, I was reading your comment. I totally agree. Notre Dame. Damn, we are far behind on science. It'd be nice if we could start spying on some other people. Let's get navigation. Might be our only slight headwind. Rich in uranium? I hope so. We're probably going to have to rely on that too. Okay, well, that's very cold. I leave this place. Very sort of even on whether to take or not to take. I have one more question, which may be a little more fitting to the average viewer of this question, this stream, that I wanted to ask. A controversial one. Only. I can't spell only. You can only have one of these two. What'll it be? You know the drill. I will report back. On the last poll, if you're watching the VOD and can't see the results, it was nearly 50-50. It actually ended up being that we should war with Budapest and take them at 51%, peace and friend at 48% of the 52 votes. Interesting. I think because they're our ally and they're a militarist, they want me to demand a tribute from Laventa. I don't know. I don't know if I have the military strength here with one swordsman to pull that off. Hey, buddy. Back off. I think we'll just ignore that. Maybe once we get our navigation online, we might be all right. New unit from Budapest arrives. This place is absolutely crowded with units. And my workers have decided it would be a good idea to build forts. Nice. All right, let's truck some units over to Laventa. Truck a settler over that way because I think that's probably the way we're going to go. Keep that unit there in the capital. And let's give the capital a market. Step up on Laventa's border. Hey, buddy. Look out. I'm a wonderful person. The world's fourth most. Laventa actually could also reach out and grab this if we were quick and had the money to buy the tiles. A fun idea. Oh, Venice is in the game. Let's trade. I have so much copper. Give me money at least. There we go. Okay. Bellissimo. We shall kill the Venice if we find it. That was probably a terrible Venetian accent. We've also found you. You with a lot of incense. Let's trade. Neat. Happiness. Not a problem. Oh, this is Shone. These guys are likely to serve in the lead without looking too far into the future. Will you pay 8 gold? My God, you will. And Japan. Hey! I see you. You want to give me your elephants? Nah, not really a fan of that. The Polynesia, old friend. Hello, Polynesia, my old friend. You have no extra resources, but we could just be friends. The Pacific. Japan is in the game. That's right. A great prophet. All right, let's buff up our devilishism. Shall we? Wait. Bruh. Yeah, let's do it. Let's enhance this bad boy. Okay, you can add a second follower belief. Shrines provide +1 happiness. Temples with culture. Shrines and temples are providing food. Specialist faith for pre-industrial land units could be useful, although we might not actually need a lot of those. +1% production. I do quite like that. Gardens, temples. It's a +15% production bonus. It's okay. I'll allow it. We'll be a religious community. And then as our enhancer belief, religious spreading to cities further away could be nice. I tend to be quite a passive player with my religion, so I quite like to make it sort of hands-free mode, so to speak. Any moderator is welcome to ban that person. Thank you, Ben. Nice catch as always. Watching this stream wants me to install Civ 5 again. Isn't Civ 5 great? We're at nearly 50 viewers again on YouTube and nearly 100 likes. How good. Go you! We can probably cross over 100 actually with 3 new people is all we need. That's probably doable. Come on, the final push. It's the final like down. Yeah, so I do like the ones that do it peacefully. So religious spreads faster is nice. Religious spreads to friendly city-states at double the rate. That could be useful for this play potentially. I'll just go that it spreads to cities further away. A little bit of extra industry and easier spread. Not so bad. We are not the first to complete this. Let's propose a world sphere. Everybody likes a world sphere. Can't go wrong. Although I'm not sure if we're going to be particularly good at it, to be honest. Let's get an amphitheater. I'm feeling a little culturally lacking. Budapest, our greatest ally. Not super interested in that island to the north. Makes me continue to be interested in this place. Probably down here, next to La Venta. Because this just looks a bit better. 2 more likes, jump boys! What resolution do you play at? Civ 5 at 4K, the UI is horribly small. I play at 1440p. Yeah, I play at 1440p. I have never tried it at 4K before. I don't think my system could quite run it, Alec. But it might be able to. I don't know. I mean, it's an old enough game. I'm not sure what the UI would look like. No scaling? No scaling options available to you at all? Anywhere? It's a shame. I've never actually really looked, or at least I can't recall. 6 gold per turn in an embassy for my extra cotton. I'll allow it. And Venice would like to reveal its location. These guys would like to buy some extra copper. I assume that's extra. It is. Let's do it, Japan. And my proposal suits everybody. The world will love the United States. 2010 came in 4K. Yeah, amazing. Amazing. Oh, and it's actually the Iroquois in first, not the Shoshone. A fairly close call for everyone else except Venice. Oh, Venice were the ones who were taken out. Interesting. Probably by Japan? Although I see damage here, so maybe it was Polynesia? Interesting. Either way, they're a puppeted Venice now, I think. It's quite odd. We should probably we could probably go and do something about that. Harbors, a good shout. Yep, get those harbors online too. I think we're okay for workers. I think we're okay for... It's actually still not quite okay for happiness. Which is super frustrating. I'm just going to get a basic shrine. Like the basic man I am. Singapore could use a little bit of an upgrade program, but it's actually not terrible. Let's put you on auto so that you can build a whole load of forts that I don't need. And giddy up your hide down this way. See if we can pressure La Venta. Hey, why don't you fear me? Okay, we've gone up to plus 62. That's all right. Nanunga Hake. No. And no. No. It's 3 no's. You're not through to boot camp, even in the slightest. Wandered down this way with a worker scout. We've actually got 2, so we're going to get this place online fairly quick smart. and then maybe capture Leventa and take these tiles. I don't know. It depends. It really depends. I'll refuse that. Thank you. Great writer. The greatest writer of all time. Let's create a great work. I feel like we're a little lacking in those. The red badge of courage. Nice one, Crane. Nice one. The Harbour Online and Devilishism. Caravan. We'll continue to send that up to Budapest. They just love us. Just absolutely love us. Let's found the city here. Neat. How much does it cost me to take this? I'm going to do it. There we go, Tink. Singer Portland in your honor. Thank you for your Singaporting the channel. Neat. Okay. Washington is a coastal city on purpose. Let's improve this gold. I like that a lot. Edu Dracon! Thank you for 5 months. Count them on one hand, but only just. 5 months as a Twitch Prime subscriber. Thank you for the support on Twitch. I appreciate that. Thanks for the Bezos bucks. Good stuff. It's awesome. The city of Polynesia has been captured by Japan. Japan surging on some kind of comeback train? It's wild over in the foreign continents. We leave them to fight, bicker amongst themselves. Thanks, Biv. Crap. Singapore, Portland, and Washington now both required before we can get Oxford University. Maybe a money-making strategy to try and leverage that. Might get some walls because this is a capital city. Singapore, Portland getting a university in 3 turns, so it'll just be Washington that's the issue. Let's buy a library to get that online. Wouldn't mind going to industrialization fairly quickly because we have a unique unlock there, and I'd like to see that at the very least. Japan is attacking Polynesia. No! What is going on? Somebody make it stop. Okay. Neat. I don't know if these guys are really caving to my military pressure here, especially. No, not especially. Like, my overall military power has gone down. The threat of me is lesser. I'm the only dude who got less threatening when he moved in next door. Yikes. Okay, moving swiftly along. Rainforest's providing some good now. The jungle, I mean. Nice to see. Really don't have a lot of value from building extra trade routes. I guess we could get some internal ones going. Sure. Need to trade somewhere with someone. We've got this build-up on our friend's border. To be fair, we could just befriend them. Gold gifts are temporarily more effective. We should probably do that. Yeah. How much longer is this available? Nice, a long time. All right, we're gonna befriend Leventa and then take Vancouver instead, maybe. Who has actually just snaked out and started grabbing the bloody Great Barrier Reef. Straight-tastic. So we'll have to stop that. Naturally. I mean, we already have the city connection here, so maybe argue there's less of a need. Happiness is a problem. As I build up my faith, we can buy some happiness with faith, though, through our faith building, so all hope isn't lost there. Take a workshop. I'm not mad at that. And then let's hook up these horses for the extra production. The new city of Washington, looking for a name. If someone I haven't named, let me know. WWII is here. It's WWII time. A little early. A few hundred years too early, in fact. Okay, we're still in second. A little bit afraid about the player in first. Washington is starving. Please, Washington. Don't be like this. We're not yet actually able to work those, so that's a questionable buy. I think instead we buddy up with Leventa. Hey, Leventa, here's some money. You are my ally. Very good. Receiving 8 faith per turn from them, and they're granting us access to a cotton. Cotton, not overly useful, but the faith per turn. Nice. Nice take. Seaport, potentially, although we're actually failing to even work those resources. I also have the Forbidden Palace ready to go, which I really like. But let's get some more workboats. Japan has now lost its capital. It is absolute anarchy overseas. Wild anarchy. Ay. I guess I'll move to this tile and improve it. You want me to fight Japan? Sorry, we have no interest in this arrangement. It's far too early in the time span for me to do that. But I will accept your embassy, great leader of the world. Damn, you are great. Could get a privateer online to sort of flex our might a little bit. Could start work on the Forbidden Palace, which is a wonder that I would really, really, really like. I am wondering if it's better to build it elsewhere, though. I think it might be. Let's keep getting workboats online and improving these tiles. Honestly tempting to do a trading post. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to trade with Leventa like there's no tomorrow. They're going to be our best friend for all time. It's fantastic. Okay, Forbidden Palace, you are mine. 13 turns. We're on production focus, so I can't up that. You're right, Swift Falcon. You're absolutely right. Really just start displacing. You're right. You're also right. Yep. Two good calls. Well, within reason. Okay. 12 turns. I really would love to get this. Would I love to get it so much that I would be willing to chop down one of these instead of building a trading post? Probably not. What we could do is do internal trade. Honestly, that's not a terrible idea. Get another caravan online. Create a fishing boat there on a really stellar tile. Devilishism looking good, but our overall happiness really hurting us a lot. We need access to maybe another luxury. Surely you must have something being in the lead. Ivory, yes you do, but I've got nothing left to trade. Do you want horses? What will make it work? Open borders. Okay. Deal. Just to get me into the green with happiness. The struggle is real. What to build here? Interesting. Still a little low on trade routes, so could go for another one, but I think I'll grab a workshop instead. And let's send food to the capital. We'll grow a mega capital like there's no tomorrow. It'll do. We'll have more people that will do it. I also hear from our correspondents, Swift Falcon, triple digits, mate. Ben Obi, triple digits. Peyton Manning's forehead tells me also we've just crossed over 100 likes. Thank you, everybody. That is fantastic news. Oh, worth getting up at 6 a.m. for, let me tell you. You are. No, you are. You are, though. Okay, do I want to buy any tiles in Washington? Like this one or this one? Not especially. But I'll buy that one. Just to be a bit of a DB. It's unlikely that they double expand out to it. But I can't help it. People who like shiny things the most, not really me, but I do understand physics now, so bit of a brain behind me. A workboat is probably not a terrible shout here. The harbour would be nice for the city connection, though. Might work on that first. No! Oh, I lost the Forbidden Palace. I don't like that at all. Not one little bit. That is a disaster. That player's getting very strong. Everyone else is kind of like on par, not really anything to worry about. But you. Ooh. I mean, that is quite the start. Congrats. Thank you, Red Rage. Let's go, Ryan. Tink. Ben celebrating with the most beautiful emoji array of all time. Yeah, no, fair to say, fairly nice start. Not absurdly good, though. You know, like, no offense, but I've seen better. Certainly better than mine. Bogota has been met and searches for science. They might need to look elsewhere. Get another workboat here and pump it around. Get the bank online so that we're ready to get some of our unique American stuff when it's ready. We could trade with Budapest for a little bit of extra money, but let's just pump food into the capital. Feed them, feed them. From our foodie outposts, they will grow. Very good. We need the courthouse in Singaporeland, ideally. And might chop down this forest to get the city connection done a little bit faster. I forgive you for spying on me, you fool. Washington demands furs, as it would. Cold. Cold! And we're going to struggle for happiness, so I guess I need to just immediately start queuing up the zoo. Workboat going to float around that way in 6 turns. Could stop by the capital. Probably a faster gain. Let's do that. It can build its own boats, but still, we'll do it. Oh, hello. That is good. Yeah, we'll take that instead. That's quite good. That city's looking nice. However, again, struggling a bit with the growth. Let's go rationalism to try and help surge our science up, although it is looking a little bit better these days. Washington is going to yoink me that tile so that I can start to trap the deer that are on it. Let's be friends with Polynesia. Seems fitting. Triple digits to survive. Not too shabby, huh? The rallying cry was answered in a major way. That is, yeah. That is awesome. The World's Fair or ban cotton. We will not ban cotton, please. We love cotton here in the US. It's our thing. I've also noticed that we've lost our ally here. Not ideal. Splash a bit more cash at them. Now the ally, but what is this religious warfare? Not on my continent. No. Oh, but I really need the pagoda for the happiness instead, so I'm gonna have to buy that. We may just lose our faith. Although if we block every single tile, maybe they just won't. I can't remember if you can do it from the sea or not in this game. I feel like you can. Laventa lost our allyship with them too. How far away are they? Very close. We could gift them a crappy old unit. I mean, I got this horse for free. Have a horse. Wait, did I do that wrong? Where did it go? I really don't know what just happened there. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we'll be friends with you because you're in first. And Japan are like, we're sorry it's caused a divide between us. Notice you become friends with the Iroquois. Great to hear it. Good. Okay. So there's a little alliance forming with the people at the top. World's Fair passes. Ban Cotton passes. Fucking hell. Happiness woes again. Let's unban Cotton with my one delegate. Not looking good. Build me a zoo in the capital. 5 turns is a long time to wait. As my ally has swapped to a foreign religion. No! Say it ain't so. Nanunga nay. Sorry, we have no interest in fighting with you, Venice. In fact, we'd like to take you, actually. And we'll refuse that as well. Get this unit auto-improving. Washington is nearly done. We'll refuse that offer because we're not looking to lose too much of the sort of esteem that we've built, standing, etc. Picked up an ally. Always good. And I think this place is fairly well kitted out. Once the city connection is established with the harbor, geez, we'll be okay. Give me a market. Whoa. The world has declared war on Japan. How do I get in on this, old boy? That is amazing. I don't need your 4 gold. I need your incense, though. Alright, we're at neutral hap. Oh, we just went into the red again. Washington had just enough time to grow. That's good. Oh, here's this unit. Okay. Really sure about that. That's fine. Oof. Ooh, Nelly. Get out of there. Melbourne. Neat. $8 for copper. That's pretty good. I'll keep the $8 deal. But no, she'll become friends with Polynesia. I've done the same. I don't know if we're letting you into our little friendship group, but I will take a research agreement with you. You're giving me horses for copper. How about furs? Dyes. Sure. That'll fix my happiness. Very good. Let's contribute to the world sphere. Goodness knows we need it. Grab a university in Washington. Won't help its growth overly, but nice to have them around the place. WW2 has kicked off a little early, to be fair. quite early. Should we fire some sparks by attacking Leventa? No, resist. I can't forgive you from stealing from me again, you fool. Fly, you fool. Get a lighthouse in Singapore, Portland. Get a seaport here. Try and build up a little bit of a navy moving forward, maybe. We might need aircraft carriers at least for our unique, perhaps. I don't know. I don't know. I think we're in a reasonable spot. This is okay. We'll keep trying to paint out this fog. What is this strange image? Great merchant has been born. Nice to get one of those. Do a little trade mission or something. Or maybe it's still worthwhile to do the tile, actually. It probably is, because my tiles are fairly meh. Kind of keeping our economy afloat with this, so I guess we'll do it. And the guilds would be nice, although with all this religious pressure, I can't help but grieve a little bit. Do I want to Inquisitor and remove their pressure, or fight fire with fire and spread my own? I never know what is quite optimal. I'm going to try the Inquisitor. I'm going to try and remove it from here. Because we are sort of passively adding pressure. Kyoto has fallen. Yike-a-rooney. Plus 5 gold tile. Questionable at this point in the game, but I'll allow it. Sistine Chapel has been built into the industrial era. Well, I've got industrialization too, puppy. Huh? Coal has been found. Spy has been recruited. Let's send them to our rival as a spy. Good. Grab acoustics. So we're doing an alright job to keep up. And let's send this strange hooded man up here. I'm sending a strange hooded man. Don't ask questions. Pump pressure with a trade route there. And they've got so many units, it's not even funny. But unfortunately, they're not our allies. So we should probably try and get them back on side. We'll sweep up there and do that. Whoa, the invasion pushes over to Venice. Venice still looking like kind of a juicy target. I love Venice. And I love to hate Venice. Here's a free Gatling gun. That's fun. Let's send that over to the Vancouver squad. Oh dear. This is a problem. Well, this is a problem. Can't do it from the sea. Crap. Well, I'll just be a weird hooded dude standing over on an island, looking longingly. They want devilishism to become the majority religion. So do I! Okay? So do I. Maybe if we give them this tile? Huh? You can move out. You're fine. Let's get working on the world sphere. We may need to come back this way with this unit anyway, so let's just try and come back. Architecture, I will take it. Let's work together with the Shoshone. A slight change from history, but I think it's the right move. And I got second. Cool. Really cool. Shame we didn't get first, but Golden Age has dawned. Good things are coming. Budapest is slightly cleared a tile, slightly near itself, so I'll move around this way. Let's vote for ourselves as host again. Man, they've got 10 delegates. That's insane. Get a free policy. Likely a free... although, allied science might be a good take. Will it be better than science from specialists? Probably not. Let's do that. That was pretty decent. It was good enough. Let's get Oxford University in the capital. Yes! And a zoo here. Because I need it. Seaport, no. Maybe we get a privateer. Might grab another workboat. We do still need some of those. And over here... Go Colosseum for the happiness. Actually, I'm just going to buy myself a little bit of leeway and just move ahead of schedule a bit. Buy that outright. Grab a mint so that we can get ready for our stock exchanges in future. You can spill over into my territory if it means that you'll leave this tile. I'll move down there like kind of ready to disembark. First, influential culture. That's a yikes. Special council. Hey, let's remove that ban on cotton because I have no idea why we did it, the people shout. Anything good to Oxford 4? That's a good question. We'll have a look once architecture's done. I don't have a super grand plan for it. Hopefully we luck into something. Our options were fairly narrowed. Ivory for horses and $9. I'll accept that mainly out of fear of losing happiness. Okay, let's have a look-see. Yeah, nothing super outstanding. We maybe get scientific theory out of it, and that lets me immediately start building the public schools. That's probably what I do. So I'll start researching archaeology, and then we'll grab scientific theory for free. Yes. Gatling gun rolling up on the shores of Laventa. Laventa. I love it. Scared of me now? No. We're actually kind of friends. Kind of. It's a weird love-hate thing. Okay, let's get scientific theory for free out of the Oxford University. Here is our unique export depot. I was hoping that we would get to see this today. Unique stock exchange for Truman's America unlocked earlier with industrialization, but yielding slightly less gold. +1 food and +1 gold. From work sources, of wheat, fish, and cattle on the city. Outgoing international trade routes provide food and increase unit production speed to their destination city and provide America with a small lump sum of gold when that city acquires a new military unit. Cool! And maybe hooks up well with devilishism and all sorts of other stuff that we have going on here. We've also got the public schools, we've also got the factories. Stuff is starting to look a little more interesting for us. Whether we can pull it off in time is another question entirely. I will fish up those fish. Singer Portland, looking good, my friend. Up the workshop, maybe? Yeah, up the workshop. Budapest. Really not playing ball. Inquisitor just having to painfully watch. Let's shore up our defenses down there. Let's... We've already got a trade route going. I guess we could get a second one for extra pressure. Although it may actually bring some back to us, which is not ideal. But let's start that going. Hoping this crossbow moves at some point. Research agreement if I spend a lot more money. No, thank you. No, thank you. Sounds like a plan coming to fruition. Oh my god, it does. Public schools to really burst out the science. Or do I want to go for the easier play? Workshop. Probably a safer play too. Go for a workshop first. Devilishism. That's a little bit cheap for my liking. And we'll bounce to the next turn. Bounce it. Let's vote to repeal the ban, although as my number of votes starts to wane, I get a little bit worried that I'm not doing my part here. Let's give a gift of 500 gold and 250 gold to win back the Alliance of Budapest. Nice. We've found a whole load of antiquity sites, which is kind of good, I guess. Do I want to complete the piety tree? Oh, I do get to schedule something else in. Oh, that's not good. World religion devilishism, did somebody say? It's going to get voted down hard. Sure. Let's get a little bit of science out of Budapest as well. We're receiving 5 science per turn. Wow. Just really outstanding. Biology would reveal oil. That would give us an interesting pathway. Although, maybe we get gunpowder. Probably a reasonable idea. And with that, unfortunately, some 3 hours in... Wait, 3? Nearly 4? 7, 6, 3.5. Not bad. I'm going to have to wrap up the stream here. I will, of course, save the game and keep this. And if there's appetite for the king to return for a sequel, then I'll bring it back and we'll see how we can go. We are currently in second place according to the score, but potentially first, or at least keeping up with some of our key technologies. And with some key science wonders in our pocket, I actually think we're in a pretty good spot for this to be a fairly close and interesting game. We're also gearing up to the point in the game where we'll start to be more interesting. We've got our unique coming online, we'll have a unique unit coming online a little bit later, and crucially, those big bombs. As well, that we might want to drop. So I'll absolutely save this, and I reckon we'll probably continue it. When, I'm not entirely sure, so I won't commit overly yet, but we'll keep it in our back pocket. Also, thank you to, I think, Present Chain, Hirudrakon, who subscribed on Twitch. I think we had 2 new Twitch subscribers, where Ben Omby and Tink renew their YouTube memberships. Thank you both. In particular to you, Ben, you absolutely ginormous pixel. Major King Kong, thank you for a generous $20 super chat. Also, Alec with a $5. Devilish and Aaron also with $5. Devilish, the stream goes especially out to you, my friend, and I think the longest serving member on the channel. Thank you for your support. Thank you, everybody who tuned in as well. To our new channel member, Alec. Huh? Thank you too. That is so cool. Oh, you're all awesome. Thank you so much. This has been a really wicked stream. I love playing Civilization 5. It's, 10, 11, 12 years old at this point, but it's still an absolutely brilliant experience as far as I'm concerned. Really fun. Really fun. So yeah, thank you so much. 65%, by the way, was the end result for our last poll between Civ 5 and Humankind. Interesting. I would expect it, I suppose, on a Civilization 5 stream. Maybe if I did this on a Humankind stream, it would go the opposite direction. I might do that in future, actually. Somebody please remind me. And last but not least, thanks to our moderators who tuned in to keep us safe, particularly you, Ben. I see you've caught a couple of messages today. Thank you. And hello there. Also, Huck, I saw you in the chat at some point. I think Block might have been lurking around too. Thanks, everybody. And I'll see you either tomorrow or the next day for another stream. Do vote on the YouTube channel community page. Poll is live right now between our 3 options. Thank you. Bye, Tink. Have a